this war before you started, fool.
Primary threat spotted.
Moving into position.
Neutralizing.
Take cover! Strike from the sky, brothers!
This planet is ours, witch.
No. This planet is theirs.
Yeah, I think that's my favourite opening thing ever. Like, I can't tell you... Sorry, I just realised I haven't taken any audio off the bloody game because I'm a fucking scrub. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've fucking watched that, like, throughout my life, and I'll continue to watch it because it's just fucking great. And but brothers, suffer not the Xeno to live. Oh yeah, like... Holy shit, you thought Chaos Gate was going to be bad for the word brother. This game's even worse. And I wouldn't have it any other way to rust me on that. Like, holy shit, I had to resist the urge to map on my soundboard the sound clip from fucking TTS when Santodis comes in and both two of the custodians go, "It's our boy!" Because that's just how it feels. It's just big brother. But yeah, I'm going to follow this up now. I'm entirely too good at this game. I've played this game far too much, like more than any human should. Specifically the campaign. I barely played Last Stand. I've played the campaign God knows how many times. Like, to the point where I play it on Primarch difficulty because that's just the level I'm at now. I can't play it on anything else. And like, and this isn't going to be one of those, yeah, let's just start a game and play it on hard so it takes ages and you end up watching me headbang for a while. No, I can literally just man my way through Primarch, no issue. It's brilliant. Like, I just understand the game now because I've played far too much of it. This is going to be easy. I mean, I'll endeavour to finish it tonight, but I doubt it. Like, for example, this was me playing for 3 hours. Proper easy if you played a singular mobile, and yeah, like, it's just easy. But once you understand the whole, yeah, you don't have a base and you only have so many units, it's fucking easy. I say, but yeah, that was me on one thing as a Force Commander boy. So. Grab that. Start a new campaign. Primarch. No, wrong. I mean... Jesus. I mean, it's an option. We'll do it properly. The Queen? Yeah, you're a bit late for that. Yeah, I was upset about it yesterday. I have since, I won't say gotten over it, but I've accepted it. And I don't, it's not like I don't care, it's just like,
this cluster of worlds stands
the new one, Nigerian TV don't like. Ah, yes. dude, there was
From this frontier came the blood.
there was a presenter in Britain today who said, "His Majesty the Queen, fuck. His Majesty the Queen, fuck." It was brilliant. He said it twice.
Once and for all.
Bang bang. Yeah, I don't know what it is about like these little animated sections. They just look really cool.
Lead the raw recruits defending these worlds.
Ah yes, Big Dick Thule.
Now, another Space Marine joins this desperate
I love this
battle.
little opening thing, by the way, because it sounds like a fucking
Commander
recruitment ad.
ready to lead in our darkest hour. You are this Space Marine.
British Army, be the best.
To balance toward victory.
Hey, what's up, guys? Ah, back when Thor was. Never mind, too soon. Yeah. On break at work. No beer. I mean, I didn't know bar staff got breaks. Yeah, like I said, game's gonna be easy. But the longest part of this is like,
Calderis.
to be fair, before I actually I got this. Pour me a drink,
We
Tendy.
blood ravens select our
Or are you
initiates
chicken?
from this world's fierce warriors. Calderis is the cradle.
Like, God of War II is pretty quick.
Now,
Chaos Rising's even
the orcs
quicker.
will take it
From
from
going to
us.
explode, do so.
This
Just try not to get all over the
we
monitor.
cannot allow.
Flat. Flat. Imagine being accurate with a heavy bolter. You'd be the first. Shut up, you can have a woo-woo. I think I need to turn the SFX down. By the way, this is at -5. That section is just loud as fuck.
Here on Calderis. We are battling the orcs that threaten this world.
Holy shit, the soundscape in this game is brilliant.
Right into the combat zone. I am north of you with several squads of our initiates. We are under heavy fire and losing control of our flanks. Move.
Yeah, give me a minute, Thul. Yeah. That's there. Maybe one more. Wow, how fucking meaty the shots sound into. Every single bullet sounds like a Rocky punching a steak. Yeah, no, the soundscape in this game is beautiful. Also, up until a certain point, you're invulnerable in the starting mission, so just go for it.
Tactical.
Boy, somebody hear me from behind us. Kill him!
You just tell them to kill the ones who are in the open. Holy shit. No, stop it. I forgot how loud this game was. I'm just gonna. There we go. There we go, that's better. So long as you make like use of equipment and abilities, this game is like hilariously easy. I mean, look at this. Primarch difficulty. Obviously, these first guys are just tutorial mobs, so they're weak. So they're weak source anyway. You know, you won't be killing enemies like this until like late game.
The orcs ahead of you are trying to outflank us. Eliminate them.
Like also like the. Can give them crap. I've decided to call Tavar Tavi because I saw a river called Tavi. Really, my favorite is Tavo. Closely followed by Tavi. There we go. I mean, Force Commander won't actually go below 10 life, and I don't think Tarkus can die. Yeah, like the soundscape in this game is just so incredibly meaty. It's beautiful. Yeet. I actually like Tavo, but I don't mind Tavi. But it's just shorthand. I mean, like Tarkus, he'll go down to a certain point, and then he won't go any lower. Like, you know that he's this low, and none of his units have died. And that's how you get through the tutorial mission in about 5 seconds, because, you know, you just kind of have to realize that, no, you're actually invulnerable, and there's nothing the enemy can do to stop that. How about Tavi, or like a fairy from fucking Zelda. Yeah. And then we'll just leave Tarkus to mop up the ranged mobs, you don't get anything for saving any of this, by the way. You just kind of have to kill the orcs and then wait. It's meaty, but with a muffler. No, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to go to OBS. I'm going to take another couple of decibels off it. That way the sound doesn't get any different. There we go. Also, yeah, so the main difference from this game, in case anyone's not played 2, so if you watched 1, you'll see it's just a standard, there you go, it's just hovering at the barrier of orange. Obviously, if at any point you can't hear me over the game, just say, because as I said, this game is meaty as fuck when it comes to sound.
But the greenskins will not give us much time before they attack.
Yeah, that opening fight is just madness and it's brilliant.
To take charge of driving the orcs back.
And you can see your squads do heal very quickly outside of combat, so you just need to focus on the fight in front of you.
The enemy has the orc vehicle.
The like minimum in the next fight, I want to prove a point. Okay. If you meant just like, you know, let's leave it open a little bit, just actually on. Yeah, like it sounds just as fucking meaty, like holy shit. Hang on, let's see. Wait for them. As you can tell, the bass doesn't change. No, it doesn't, that's the thing. Game is just naturally loud as fuck. Let's turn it up so you can hear the gloriousness. Okay, so master will leave where it is. We'll put the music about there. We'll put the speech here, and we'll put the SFX there. There we go.
No mercy for the misguided.
Like holy shit, this game is loud as hell. But I wouldn't have it any other way because as I was this is the exact same level of bass, but the rest is muffled. Yeah. So, I mean, as I'll explain about this game as we go through, but as I say, if you had played the first game or you watched my playthrough of the first game, obviously it was a pretty standard, you know, RTS for the time. You build a base, you build some units, all that shit. There's a bit of balance involved, but this game very much decided to lean harder on the action element. By instead of giving you a whole army to command, it instead gives you just a couple of squads, and you have to focus on microing those squads, and you don't have a base at all. Now, a lot of people didn't like this. I initially didn't like it because obviously it meant that the battles got smaller, and you know, obviously rule of cool. You know, people play 40k over Kill Team for the same reason. More shit, right? Because a battle's cooler when there's more stuff. Obviously, right? A huge array of miniatures out in front of you is way more cool. But then you actually play this game. This game is just way more fun because it leans way harder into cool element, it leans way harder into the action, and it benefits for it immensely, right? And they kind of did a hybrid thing in Retribution, but yeah, we'll get to that.
Welcome aboard, Strike Cruiser Armageddon, Commander.
Yeah, what a fucking name.
Is currently facing a
Hey boss, what do you want to call this new ship? Oh, I know, the end of the world. Did you imagine how cringeworthy, like saying, "Hey, what's the name of this ship?" Oh, I don't know, the HMS Apocalypse.
I need you to take charge of an
Fucking Nemesis was bad enough.
on the surface below. Drop to the point marked on the planet map and start pushing into the orcs' flank.
But as I was saying, this game, as I say, it leads harder into the RPG element, and I mean that in person. I mean there's stats and there's levels. So this is actually pretty cool, and I grew to appreciate this. You can kind of build your squads however you like. So Tarkus here is your standard Space Marine boys unit, right? As you can see, he's just a tactical Marine squad. You get a captain who has all of his abilities, and then you get the type of unit behind which has certain bonuses. You know, it's not fucking complicated, but you can actually build these differently. For example, this is the strength, right? It goes down the melee line. So basically, if you're looking to hit shit with big sticks with teeth on them, here's the line you take. So if you go down here, you can actually give Tarkus the ability to equip chainswords and power swords, and actually just make him just a foot marine instead of having guns. He just has swords and shit. But I don't believe, yeah, you don't get a skill that makes it so his boys have melee weapons, but you get pretty close. But I'm boring, and I tend to stick to the pretty standard archetypes primarily because that's what they're fucking meant for. That, and if you build Tarkus into a range type with a little bit of willpower, and you get him the veteran squad mates, because this is like big who cares. This last one is who cares. This is actually way more important than the improved loadout. So you instead get to veteran squad mates, and then you build him ranged. And Tarkus does more range damage than the Devastator squad you get, the actual heavy weapon squad. Like, the heavy weapon squad's primary role in life is to kill vehicles. Tarkus's whole thing is to kill everything else. I mean, if it walks on legs, Tarkus can kill it. Taunt is a big who cares, so we're going to focus. I mean, damage is more important than health, because if you're playing the game properly, you should be using cover. So I tend to prioritize damage over health. I don't completely neglect it, obviously, but yeah. Vet Marines are fucking stupid. Yeah, no, as soon as you get veteran squad mates, it's over. Like, because the problem with Tarkus's Marines is that they're super fucking squishy. They die real fast because of fucking course they do. But as soon as you get the veteran squad mates, they all get better armor, and they get either Artificer Bolters, which means their damage goes through the fucking roof, and one of them even gets a fucking plasma gun. Great, fantastic, and now I have a permanent anti-heavy infantry option. Brilliant. Absolutely mondo, you know? Also, I don't know where I get all these guns from. Like, I don't remember having them when I started, but for some reason I have, like, shitloads of guns to start off with. I'm not mad about it, but, you know, we'll just use it. Accuracy is a fun one. It's literally just, like, every time you shoot, the game rolls a die as to whether or not you hit, and accuracy just increases the chance of you hit. So it's basically just a straight damage buff, which is hilarious. As you see, it's a lot more like a RPG, where all these weapons have numbers attributed to them. And those numbers, you know, they're effective against certain things, and they've got a speed and a damage value and certain extras. So you get some weapons that are just fucking stupid. I don't think it's Purge of Victory Bay. There's another one. There's a heavy bolter that fucking avatars can use, and it's like a fucking heavy bolter, like, grenade launcher, and it just fucking destroys all the cover in its way. It's hilarious. Also, Cyrus with a sniper rifle is the only way to go, because with Cyrus, who is a scout guy who can use a sniper naturally, if there's like enemy unique like models on the field, they just don't exist no more. You just snipe them, which is hilarious against Tyranids because it immediately turns them all on each other. It's just, yeah, once you know the quirks of this game, it's fucking easy. It's a little bit insulting, actually. I'm not going to listen to the briefings Cyrus shotgun uninstall. And imagine putting a fucking shotgun on Cyrus. What's the fucking point? But honestly, just put a standard bolter on Cyrus before you put a fucking shotgun. Holy shit.
We did to the town. Wait, did you eat something?
Tying him down. Next target, Cyrus to Armageddon.
Oh,
Position.
it's my boy. It's Steve Bloom. It's Steve Bloom in my favorite role. Stealth. I like Cyrus being all stealthy, and then we're like, "What's up? I got a big cock."
Abatus, the squad leader who defended the hamlet, is still alive.
There we go.
The orcs incapacitated him, but apparently.
So yeah, this is the first mission where you can die.
Abatus is too stubborn to die.
I'm still not scared, but you know, it means I actually have to use the cover.
Guard position stands between you and Sergeant Abatus.
And they've chosen light cover, which means they've chosen no cover. Because it's a bit like XCOM in that fact, where, you know, light cover is no cover. And they're still putting us up against feral orcs, but that will stop very soon. So this is where they teach you about Cyrus's ability that I literally never use. So he can do this infiltrate shit, but it's made useless by 2 points. One, Cyrus can't fire whilst in this mode. He can only move while not being seen. And this would be fine, because it means, oh, I can get him into position in an important place before you do something. Well, the other problem is, as I'll demonstrate, he comes out of infiltration when you use an item. So he is literally useless. I think there's a skill later on that makes it that he stays stealthed if you when you use an item. But until you get that, he's literally useless. Also, Cyrus's main thing in the game, like realistically speaking, is just to get mark target. Because as soon as you get mark target with Cyrus, it's over. Like, mark target is when he hits something, it then takes additional damage from all other sources. And you know, once you get that, basically any boss fight's now a joke. Because then you just like give Avatars a fucking massive heavy bolter, and you give Tarkus some big ass gun, probably a plasma gun, and yeah, you'll just fuck him up. It's actually hilarious. We put the Devastators there. I'm going to face the Tactical Marines this... Actually, no, I'm going to put the Tactical Marines over there. Put Cyrus on the line as well. Or you could be up against the wall. So that when these guys happen, I have a massive firing line. But yeah, I say this game is hilarious, and here's the thing, I love this game entirely too much. Like this is one of the first games that my piece of shit laptop back in the day could actually play, and I enjoyed the piss out of it. It ran at like 5 frames a second, but I can't tell you the amount of fun I had with it. I say I just got silly good at it. Yeah. So generally, like the mistake I constantly find people making in this game is forgetting to use their items or forgetting to use abilities and that sort of shit. And like, as long as you remember to like enable like certain abilities and stuff, the game becomes hilariously easy. Holy shit, get into position. As you can see, the pathing leaves something to be desired. So the tactical advance on Tarkus makes it so that he deals a shitload more damage. Also, the best item in the game by far is the frag grenade, because it does that. And I mean, like, if you just like remember that you have keys forehead, this game is outrageously easy. I'll explain the scoring system in a minute, because I think we actually get ranked on this mission. And it's also the only mission where it's impossible to get a 5 out of 5 rank. Because you actually get graded for Avitus being down before you started the mission, which I call heavy amounts of bullshit on. Also, garrisoning units in buildings like this where it has multiple angles of attack, you would think would be good. It's actually the worst, because the game takes about 10 years to work out which window it wants. What are you doing, Cat?
Orcs on approach.
Interesting. But yeah, because it takes so long for them to work out which window they should be pointing out of, that it's literally pointless. Now, the real big brain play on this one is to actively destroy enemy cover. Also, you don't, as we're not Kriegers, we can retreat when we want to. So, anytime you're in any amount of threat, just press the X button. Like, it's actually faster to decide that, oh no, I need to get back earlier in a fight. So if you're in any amount of danger, just back off. We'll see. There are certain times where this isn't useful because you know, the recall point might be 1,000 miles away. But if you're fighting on a recall point, you're basically invulnerable so long as you remember to use certain like shielding abilities. And that's dealt with.
Tactical shift.
War cry. And then, oh yeah, I used my ability, my power already. And then we just pull him back. Now that everyone's in position, Cyrus is dying. Never mind. There's the other problem. Cyrus is super squishy. Given that he's the scout, this is not unsurprising. Holy shit! You see what I mean? Avitus actually does like no damage. In reality, Tarkus does all the fucking damage. But like, I primarily use Tarkus for suppression and for anti-vehicle. Everything else is pointless. Yeah, as you see, the fact that they leaned so hard into the cool aspect means the music from this game is fucking iconic, to the point where I struggle to listen to it sometimes because I've heard it so many fucking times. And it makes every like victory and defeat just sound epic as hell.
With the hamlet cleared, we can secure the main route into the capital.
The Greenskins knew to strike where we were most vulnerable, Captain Thule.
Cyrus is correct. Someone is agitating the orcs and pointing them at valuable targets.
Mate, it's only ever one of two
If we're
people.
going to win this war, we need to find out who is using the Greenskins against us.
I love how they still have to ask this fucking question. Like, at any point in 40k lore, when is it not, whenever the orcs are clearly being directed by someone, when is it not one of, to be fair, 3 things, right? It's either the Eldar, it's either that or it's Chaos, or the Beast has come back, slash fucking, what was it? I can't remember his first name, but you know, Makuruk Thraka. And he's come back, and because he's so smart, he's directing the orcs. You know? Like, when is it not one of those people? extends the range, so Avitus's biggest drawback is now no longer an issue. This is where we faced a problem of Cyrus, where clearly you're supposed to build him into will, right? Because you get it doesn't drain energy whilst he's standing still, whilst stealthed. Silent revival, that can be good, but if you're having to silent revive people, you already fucked up. Advanced infiltrate means you can use the actual items without becoming uncloaked. That's okay, I guess. And then master infiltrate, which means you can just stay hidden. Basically, if you don't use infiltrate, this is pointless. Especially pointless because his additional loadout slot is in strength. So I literally just don't touch will because it's not useful. Meanwhile, his most useful ones are either this one, because Cyrus is the squad that most commonly loses members. So this makes it so you don't have to send Cyrus back every 5 seconds, which speeds you up significantly, and you do get graded on speed. The other one is instant revival. That's incredibly fucking important, because it doesn't matter if your guys go down in the middle of a fight, you can still get them back up, like, immediately. Pretty fucking good. And finally, the only other one is mark target. This makes boss fights a joke, so I tend to rush it. Abatus gets nothing. Yeah, we're still super low level, so we aren't making much use of any of these items yet, because like you can't use commander items until 7. So it's either Gut Wrencher or it's Sky Killer. If I remember correctly, Gut Wrencher's got way more health, so Sky Killer's actually the easier kill.
The orcs have struck another critical target. The orc.
You don't need to listen to the early briefings because they're fairly standard. I'll start listening to them as the missions get more interesting, but right now it's standard Space Marines versus Orc, kill the knobs and find the war boss, who currently is this little mech boy, which is impressive. Because mech boys being a war boss is... It's not unheard of, but it's somewhat uncommon. Yeah, that's weird, I'm missing frames of your rendering. How's the stream stability been, by the way? Because update, fucking OBS updated and it broke all my shit. So I'm just weary of it.
Enemy location flag.
Right, he's gone.
Commander.
We will blaze
a
trail of blood straight there.
Ooh, edgy.
Keep boasting, and the blood will be ours.
But in case you couldn't tell, Avitus is the edgy marine. He's just like, I'm going to kill everything, because he has no personality. The early game, you very much have to cling to cover. Because it's on the highest difficulty, even at this point, the enemies hit like trucks. Seems okay? Okay, thank you. Because the enemy, they hit like trucks, you kind of have to cling to cover. Later on, when you have awesome armor and all the extra bits and stuff, you kind of don't need to worry about it anymore. Stick in there. Okay, and now that he's dead, we can just walk on by. So we grab that before we leave. Quickly kill all this, because you get graded on 3 things. You get graded on, I believe it's speed, percentage of enemies killed, and the amount of your captains that went down. So a perfect mission is one where you completed it in 5 minutes, you killed literally everything on the map, and nobody died. And you do that largely by I won't call it exploiting the AI, because to be fair, a lot of the enemy movements in this game are pretty choreographed, but they do a pretty good job at making it so that those choreographed movements are accurate to the way that they should act in, I was about to say reality, but accurate to the lore of 40k. So as you can see, orcs are pretty easily baited. So you just set up a line, run in there, and then wait for them all to run out of cover, and then you shoot them. Pretty standard, right? Make sure you always give your attack marines somewhere to back up to, because though they are pretty strong, though attack marines, they can take a little bit of a beating, they're not exactly immortal. There we go. And yeah, war gear is just awesome. Even if you can't use it, you can donate it for experience, which of course, thank you, which of course, speeds up the leveling of your guys. So.
This is Avitus.
I don't know the criteria for awarding war gear. I've never been able to work it out. As far as I can understand, it's tied to level, and I believe the game wants to give you certain pieces at certain points in the game. So it's just a percentage chance as to which enemy drops it. So of course, the more enemies you kill, the more likely it is that you'll get that drop. Yeah, see, that's the difference between light cover and heavy cover. In heavy cover, they literally just don't fucking die. Now, this one's a bit tricky because he wants us to go up here, which means we'll be caught on a bit of a, I won't call it crossfire, but a disadvantageous angle. However, one must remember that demolition charges exist, and later on Terminator armor. So you just do this. See? And that was way easier, and way less risky. Okay, so now we have fucking Storm Boys. So you just run your Force Commander forward until you trigger the Storm Boys. And then you shoot them. And then we just have the Force Commander capture the point. Job's good. And capturing the points is important because, you know, you can be as boisterous as I am about this game, about how good you are. It's like inevitable that you will fuck up at some point, so you need someone to get back to. And so capturing these in good locations is like the idea. So the best way to do it is to, from your start point to where you got to go, which is typically across the map, you just choose what points you're going to hit, and then work up that way. Depending on what you're going for, if you can't do the mission fast, you should kill everything you can find. Because if you can't get the the medal for amount of shit killed is graded on the same basis as how fast you killed the shit. You're right there. I was in a bit of a risky spot with Avitus and Cyrus, so I just backed him. Because they're not far. So look, by the time we finally get done here, chances are, there we go. Then we just pull Tarkus back a bit. Jobs are good. Oh no, I lost 2 tank marines. I will not sleep. I will not lose sleep over that. Some boys are fun. Why? Power melee. They have all the fucking power melee. Yep. The high counter marines. They do. That's why Storm Boys are just a pain in the ass, because, you know, they want to jump in the middle of your line and be a problem. Which is, you know, less than ideal. So, you know, the key to dealing with them is having, honestly, have a melee Force Commander. Like, building your Force Commander any other way is, like, the dumbest idea on the planet. I could just shoot them out and win, but that takes 1,000 fucking years. So I'm just going to use a grenade. I've still got 3 of them, and there's going to be shitloads of them on the way to the point, so what am I saving for them? For really? Okay, no, we baited them out with Cyrus. So now they're all clustered up. So, and that was easy. Otherwise, you know, standard military practice, you know, applies. Choose high ground where possible. Don't expose yourself unnecessarily. Don't interrupt your enemy whilst he's in the process of making a mistake, like right now, for example. Ooh, look, they're all nice and clustered. So when they're getting a bit close like this, you kind of just need to keep an eye on which of your captains is dying first, and then just to victory towards them. And just like that, the threat is dealt with. That was a good one. So there's someone still in there. I see lots of support item crates around, so I'm just going to use a grenade on it. Honestly, like I said, grenades are the fucking best. And when you finally get Tarkus' first few levels and he gets to equip the Mastercrafted grenades, game's over. Like, game is just fucking, it gets like much easier. I'm just gonna run the Force Commander and grab this real quick. And here's the other part. Look, he's in heavy, like he's entrenched, he's in heavy cover. Yet, if I just right click and shoot at him, he just dies. It's brilliant. Right, so we've got orcs coming down the hill, so we'll just quickly get into a defensive position. And then we activate Avitus's and Tarkus' abilities, which causes them to deal hilarious amounts of damage, except for Tarkus, who is now dying. So we pull him back. Yeah, that's the downside of your commander. If you don't keep him out front, he'll automatically charge at whatever's in front of him, which causes him to destroy your own cover. Which, as you can imagine, is less than ideal. So you do have to keep an eye on him. Because he's such a roided up meathead that he will actively destroy your own cover.
Chapters recruit stand
Right.
ready.
Yeah, otherwise, debt charges are hilarious if you can time them right. The only thing better than debt charges is the remote detonated charges, and because they do actually silly damage. But you just need to set them up ahead of time. Like they're my favorite. They're my weapon of choice against Carnifexes. Because Carnifexes just stroll right over them and they're so slow and predictable that it's hilarious. So you just wait till they walk over it and then pop. And then yeah, you just, especially with orcs, you just do this. You just bend them around a corner and you shoot them. Because if you're engaging orcs in melee, you are stupid. It gets a little bit more complicated with Nids. Because Nids like to jump on you and they like to go super fast. Basically, all the Nids in this game are Sonic because they gotta go fast. And keeping out of melee with Nids is like basically impossible at any level. So the game with Nids is it's more abilities. Like Cyrus with a sniper rifle is fucking mandatory when you're against Nids. I don't know. There's you kill the Synapse creature, particularly if they have a Zone Throat, just shoot that shit, because killing a Zone Throat causes a wave of damage, probably from like synaptic feedback or some shit. But yeah, if you see a Zone Throat buried in amongst a bunch of Nids, just shoot it. Like, just get Cyrus to snipe it, because he'll kill 90% of that little group. Here they come. Okay, they shot it. They shot it out of the little squad, which is less than ideal. Luckily, they're stood out in the open, and we're matched, so we can just do doings with the shooty. You can shoot them as they run away, but I think it counts for so little, it's largely not worth it. So I'm not going to bother with the squad that just posted up inside, but I am going to aggro the other squad. Oh wow, they actually hit. Shoot him then, Jesus. There we go. And Cyrus actually didn't lose a man. Nice.
Move this way, brothers.
Move quickly.
Righty, so game here is to drop a debt charge there. And then we just turn around and run down the hill a little. Wait for it to go off. Easy. Now we just run in. I'm actually gonna, yeah, if I just... your Force Commander is hilarious because he'll often get a free charge into the enemy, ignoring most of the range damage. And then you can just 2-victory him, like use his main ability to victory towards your own men, which destroys all the enemy's cover. And makes it so that, you just... Between having to be engaged in melee with your Force Commander and all of the range damage coming out, they generally die pretty quickly. Easy. So there's a little squad here, and I know there's a little squad here. So we're going to post the boys up. Oops. And then I'm going to run the Force Commander in. Because Cyrus likes to do that. Run him back. If you do a phased retreat like that, you can manage it. So, as this group is behind cover and is being annoying, I'm just going to deal with them. Easy. Right, seeing as we've gone a bit slow, no, we're gonna soldier on. We're gonna get on with it, because we've missed about this much of the enemy, which means we should get 3. Because the game is super stingy. Because either it gives you an easy 5, or it'll give you nothing but a 3. It sucks, and I'll explain what that means in a minute after you see the scoring screen. Bop, bop, bop. Continue bopping. Okay. Yeah, you want as much of that as you can before you start a boss fight. Particularly Skykiller. Now, Skykiller's fun because he likes to stun himself quite a bit. So you just do that. Also, most importantly, he is susceptible to He's susceptible to suppression, like right now. And he generally fixates on a squad and runs at them. So you can just get free hits in with your squad commander. Then he'll throw a bomb. He's thrown it at Tarkus, so we just move Tarkus over there. Force commander's getting punched, so we walk him away. And he threw another grenade at Tarkus, so we just walk Tarkus politely out of the way. Yeah, and then he does that. He just jumps up. So this whole sequence is the pay even a little bit of fucking attention, and it's easy. Yep, there he goes. So when he jumps like this, you throw a det pack in the middle of it, because by the time he lands, yeah, the force commander ran in, so I kind of have to back him off because det charges fucking hurt your own men, dude. And now we just shoot him until he's dead. Yeah, even if after the main enemy is dead, you can still die to his bombs. So just run him back.
Enemy destroyed, Commander.
Sky Killer is easy as fuck.
Make ready for extraction.
Basically, if the enemy boss is susceptible to suppression, fight's over.
Now you are a devastator, brother.
Also, Sky Killer is particularly easy because his bombs are super easy to avoid, and when he jumps, you get a big telegraph mark, so you just throw a det pack charge in it, and you're all good. Yeah, see, easy 3. It just gives you a 3, and we'd have to kill like I think 80% in order to get up to 5, so it sucks. Yeah, these two are scored on the same basis, so you'll always get more points in these. And this one is scored completely on its own, so resilience is far more important. And that actually determines your rank later.
Well done, Commander. We will find who is strengthening this orc horde yet.
Holy shit, it doesn't
I am
take a genius
deploying
into
a
like
team
Captain
to
Thule,
search
Jesus.
the orc remains for clues as to who is agitating them.
Have we received any additional word
Do
from the
orcs
neighboring
commonly
sector,
keep
Captain?
diaries?
No, we have lost all contact with them.
What could possibly take out the communications network of an entire sector in a few days?
In 40k
We
it's a
will
lot of
have to
things.
investigate, but the defense
Chaos
of
can do it.
Calderis must
Nids
come
can do it.
first.
Dark Eldar can do it.
Deploy to the surface as soon as your squads are ready.
Necrons can do it. The Imperium can do it. Like basically any faction sufficiently pissed off can do that. I mean, also, yeah. Here's the so this game, I believe it was this game, spawned the joke that the Blood Ravens are just a bunch of thieves. And it's primarily because of stuff like this. For example, the description, when you get named items like this, they often come with little descriptions, which is just a little bit of flavor for the weapon, right? For example, Pistol of Baal doesn't take a genius to figure out. It's from the Blood Angels. It says here, Crimson Teardrop icon of the Blood Angels chapter is carved into the grip of this Mark III bolt pistol. Blood Raven armorers claim this dates to a ceremonial exchange of arms between the two chapters in M37. Blood Angel archivists have no record of any such exchange. So stuff like this leans into the meme that the Blood Angels are a bunch of thieves. Can't say they're wrong. But, so we're going to level them up to this first one. Then we're going to get Zealous because the increases its range whilst decreasing the energy cost is super fucking useful for the Force Commander. We're going to do that. We also get stuff like this where it's specific to the commander, so there's no reason not to put it. Dissing your chapter, oopsie daisy. I've been painting Blood Angels. It's in my head. Yeah, the Blood Ravens are literally just a bunch of thieves. You get stuff like this. So if it's only usable by that officer, just equip it. Also, the other thing I really like about this game, armors actually change the model. Like as soon as you equip this, he gets like the rivets around his feet. He gets the emblem on his pad. Gets the golden knee pad. He gets and the textured eagle across him, and then obviously he gets the old school pad. So yeah, that's one of my favorite parts about the game. What you equip actually does change how they look. Okay, so we're gonna keep Tarkus on the damage tree because he doesn't need anything else. Raven Mantle is really good for Tarkus because range damage, and that's what we're building him into. Standard power armor can then go to Avitus, because trust me, this shit makes a difference, because the armor rating is basically just how much they don't care about damage, which is kind of important. We're going to go health for this next one, because it makes, it gives Avitus sprint, which makes him like way easier to recover. And then Cyrus gets the improved scout armor, which is verifiably worse, so we're going to drop that. Special ammunition, that gives him the, that gives him the explosive shots with the snipers and the shotguns. Now, stock bolter is a lot worse than shotgun, but it now means we have to keep an eye on Cyrus, because Cyrus likes to get so close he likes to get killed with a shotgun, so now we have to watch him. Cyrus is a bit squishy, so in preparation I'm going to give him to actually no. I'm going to give him a point in strength, otherwise we're going to have issues. I tend to give the Rosarius to Avitus, because he tends to be the one who doesn't get knocked out a lot, because you often set him up in heavy cover, and he then generally gets ignored because he's much longer range than the rest of them. So I tend to give it to him because I can always set it off. Believe that's everything I can use for now. I'm going to scrap this because the improved bolt pistol is actually useless, even for a character who we're going to meet very soon. There, you get this. This is what you get for, say, Savior. So resilience, and then territory secured, war gear collected, and then this strategic and the defend missions are quite important as well. If you complete those, you get a lot of Savior points. And then warrior is just how much shit you killed. We've only done 3 missions and we've killed nearly 400 orcs. That's the level of stupid of this game. Like,
Commander.
You tend to forget just how much you're in combat in this game. I mean, so that was like 2 or 3 missions and we've killed nearly 400 orcs. Which in this game's reckoning is rookie numbers. Who's mean? I don't know why they give you that thing now, because that looks like a lot more like a war boss. To be fair, it kind of looks more like a generic fantasy orc. Because, no green skin, no obvious 40k imagery other than probably the bolt pistol, the slugger that he had. Holy shit, I love the music in this game. It is just so we came to fuck shit up. You see?
Gut-Wrench's location is marked on your map display, Commander.
So,
you will need to fight for the orcs defending him.
So the order in which I tend to approach things, as in when it comes to strategic assets that you need to secure, you only get 1 per mission, so I can't grab both. It tends to be in order of priority. Shrines, then factories, then arrays. The simple reason being, shrines give slow down a mechanic later in the game, which is quite important. And give extra charge to the Rosarius, which is, again, hyper useful, because it stops your guys from dying. The foundries make it more likely for you to be able to deploy more than once in a day, which is super useful for your Savior score. And finally, I can't remember exactly what the telecommunications arrays do, other than simply give you more charges of the artillery strike, which, don't get me wrong, is very useful, but, game-breaking it isn't. On this map in particular, breaking down cover is, like, the way to go. We position everyone behind this cover, except for Cyrus, who throws a debt charge there. Then they all run in. Charge goes off, cover is destroyed. You get Cyrus out to blow the heavy shooter away. Never mind, the heavy shooter died anyway. He throws a debt charge, he's with the Marines are getting a little low. Yeah, generally shotgun Cyrus is pretty bad, but this is the thing. Even pretty bad is still good under the right circumstances, because Cyrus just blew an entire squad away. This Starty's pattern shotgun. It's a bit silly. Damn narc. To be fair, if ever there was a member on this team who was going to be a narc, it's probably Cyrus.
Enemy combatants in the field.
to be fair, right, if for some reason, like, it's probably because of his generally dour demeanor, but Cyrus reminds me so much of Card it hurts. Which is really hurtful for me to say because he's voiced by Steve Bloom, and I love Steve Bloom. So, yeah, the most efficient time-saving thing you can do in this game is have someone capture the thing, whatever the thing happens to be, whilst engaging the enemy. Trust me, you'll save a hilarious amount of time doing that. Wait for the grenade to go off, and then we run at them. Look, would you just kill the ones in front of you, for the love of God? There we go. Yeah, the foundries are very useful, and I much prefer them. Such an edgelord, even by 40k standards. Oh, and he just... It's like... Cyrus is the Space Marine he goes, I've seen some shit, to which every other Space Marine is just like, dude, we're all like hundreds, if not thousands of years old. We've all seen some shit. There we go. But I have more debt charges than I have grenades, so I'm going to throw one at that building. And then proceed to run it up and ignore the heavy machine gun, largely. Because by the time I get up there, I'll have healed, and there's a new member. Easy. So these stairs are a bit interesting because whilst there isn't a numerical advantage for height, there's definitely a tactical one. Yeah, blow him away, and then we pull Cyrus back because he's nice and squishy. We push Tarkus up the hill. And then once we push Tarkus up the hill, we push Avitus up the hill. I'm going to back. We've got... Oh! You lose concentration for a second. And you lose a guy. Now, losing one guy isn't terrible. You still get 3... I was going to say stars, but you get 3 skulls for it. Which isn't terrible, but, you know, losing one guy is pretty hurtful anyway, because, you know, it means you, out of 5 skulls you could get for a rating, you lose 2 of them for losing just one guy. And then you lose another one for every other member that goes down, which sucks. Cyrus is, I'm 13, this is deep levels of you just won't understand. I know, it's brilliant. Like,
Be vigilant.
Like I say, he's just like, he's a Space Marine, he goes, I've seen some shit. That's like going into the Marines and being like, bruh, basic was tough. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, he's literally like acting all hard done by the thing that literally everybody's had to do. And so we throw another IRS charge over there, whilst we set everyone else up ready for the boom. That was just the right level of underwhelming. I love how the shotgun just takes out an entire section of orcs, like, with what seems to be no effort. Come on, just shoot the shotgun. There we go. Then we run Cyrus up to capture the thing. But Bill Basic was tough. Yeah, to normal people, but basic to people who are in the military is not hard because literally everyone, even the officers, had to do it. You know? Complaining that, bruh, basic was tough is like, you know, going around in the playground and saying, I got a splinter, so I'm hard. You know? Fuck off. Which is annoying because Cyrus is probably my favourite character. Nah, he's my second favourite character behind Tarkus. I don't know why, but Tarkus just tickles me in the right manner. So, we're going to get a lot of kill points here, by which I mean we're going to clear out a significant portion of the enemy's population. So, I'm going to go down and aggro this lot. Hey, look guys, I'm over here. And then run back up. There you go, and a good number of them do follow you up. At which point they immediately get caught by Cyrus, by Avitus. And this happens. Easy. I'm going to send him back down while Cyrus clears out this wall here.
Tactical Marines ready.
To try and aggro the rest of these orcs. Okay, right, they all took shots. Cool. They all saw him. I'm going to back him off. then we activate abilities to withstand what's coming. And now we just wait for the range damage to take care of the problem. There we go. Easy. And we cleared out a significant portion of the enemy population. We're going to run Cyrus up to throw a charge and then back him off. Well-timed grenade. Easy. And then we just run back in and go. I'm going to pop a med charge because don't want it. It's getting a bit too close. Even though the Force Commander's already gone down, it's just a reaction to make it so that make sure that nobody else goes down. But yeah, and then we've got Gut Wrencher up here, who's harder than Skykiller by virtue of the fact of he's just got way more fucking health. Hence why I did him second, so it will be a bit tougher for it. The game is still the same though. You just use abilities and make sure you keep him away from your ranged units. The other issue is he doesn't suffer with suppression if memory serves. So nailing him down long enough for the det charge is somewhat difficult. And so for some reason they have like these really low health boys up here. Got through me boys, did ya? And he likes to do that shit. Gut Wrench is a big fan of grenades. Keep doing that. So we use Cyrus primarily to do lots of damage to him all at once. Make sure you trigger Warcry because it does amplify the amount of damage they do, even the ranged units. Make sure you pull the Force Commander off because if he gets engaged in melee combat with Gut Wrencher for too long, he does just lose. Except when he does that. Also, Gut Wrencher does just aggro to the squad that's closest to him. So you kind of have to make sure you run. It's a bit of a dance you got to do with your Force Commander. There we go. He's now following the right guy. Unfortunately, there's no auto attack off button, so you kind of have to dance him around. Otherwise, the Force Commander will just try to start fighting him again. Whilst he's doing that. Yeah, now you just kind of have to run side to side as he does that shit. Fuck's sake.
Incoming fire. Move.
Yeah, well that's fine actually, because now we're just going to move over this side. Where's Cyrus? There he is. That run. Because that goes off a lot quicker than you think it does. So, when it gets a little bit risky like that, you do just have to back everyone off. Right. Whilst we're waiting for everyone else to come back up,
Remain vigilant.
I'm going to run the Force Commander over here so we can give a bit of space.
The enemy has targeted this area. Move. Be vigilant.
Run them up in.
That's a good position.
Wait for them to be in position.
Targeted this area.
There has been a reckoning, Greenskin.
There it is.
Beginning tactical infantry.
I'm just going to trigger the Rosarius so that I can get boys in quicker.
This way, brothers.
Side. Oh well, it was just the Force Commander.
With me, brothers, advance.
Oh, that was close.
Enemy has us in close combat.
No, back him off, back him off.
Incoming fire. Grenade that target.
As you can see, Gut Wrencher is a little bit tougher, but nothing I can't worry about. So the Force Commander already went down once this mission, so I big don't care about him going down.
Tactical scout squad ready for orders.
And they're both up. Now we run. Now we just have avatars do the Char-Char slide.
Brothers.
We need to change
Easy. And this is why Gut Wrench is just more annoying. He has lots more health and he doesn't get suppressed, so controlling him is just a micro battle. But like I said, I've done it so many times, I ain't worried. Because, you know, shocking, I like this game quite a bit, to the point where I've played it to death. I think that's the key though, like, I've played it 100 times, but still relish the chance to play it again, because I love the game that much. It's just so much fun. Easy. Me when I lose one game in gold.
Dead at last. Ready for extraction, Commander.
Well, like, we don't get Games Workshop sometimes. They could literally make dozens of 40k games a year if they want the size and scope of the universe. The best we get is the occasional cash grab. Yeah, exactly. It is the utter bot. This is the fucking. Honestly, like, I liken GW fans, and this isn't to disparage people in abusive relationships, but I liken GW fans to those in abusive relationships because GW does nothing but treat us like shit and constantly scalp us for money in a manner not dissimilar to Activision Blizzard. And yet I still buy their models, and yet I still play their games, hoping one day I'll get something even better. And then they bring out fucking Warhammer Plus and Outlaw, and fucking, I say Outlaw, fucking try to sue all the fucking online series that I love watching, TTS, you know? And it's bollocks. God, and I hate that. Oh, it just sucks so bad. As you say, like, the games are like, every so often we get the occasional cash grab, as you say, Mr. Viking, sir. But every so often we do get a clanger. Space Marine continues to be one of my favourite fucking games ever. Dawn of War II is beautiful, and I love this game to bits. Retribution similarly. You know? I live in a third world country. If I wanted to buy a minifig army, it cost me more than a down payment on a 3-bedroom house. If it makes you feel any better, it's not much better here, mate. As honestly, you walk out, so you could walk into a Games Workshop, like as rich as like Elon Musk or something, and you'd walk out with crippling credit card debt. Just Games Workshop are outrageously expensive, and yet still buy it. Holy shit. I mean, to be fair. And here's the thing, I don't know, I think they are like masters of pressuring people into first world change, and we're more like we'd like to admit. But here's the thing, like yeah. Tell it like how much just to cost. Fuck that. Yeah. To be fair, I found Tau to be pretty bad for that actually. By which I mean, like, for some reason, Tau are just outrageously expensive across the fucking board. Oh, there we go. There we go. Like, Tau are just outrageously fucking expensive just across the board. Like, everything they have, even just the fucking Fire Warriors, is hilariously expensive. It sucks. I mean, but yeah, I think Games Workshop have just mastered the art of of pressuring the sales pitch, because I take friends into Games Workshop just to show them a bit of Warhammer, and I walk out having spent like 150 quid. Like, I don't even fucking intend to. I just do. Where's this model from? Forge World. Can you check? Never mind. Yeah. The moment I hear the word Forge World, I give up, because holy shit. Each enemy killed increases the damage taken by nearby orcs. Meh. 7 melee damage isn't bad though. How's for the rest of this armor? Also, Games Workshop might take itself too seriously. The amount of absolute comedy gold you could fit into a game with a tiny bit of good writing is insane. And oh, have you played the Orc campaign in Retribution? Because that whole campaign is pure comedy. When hit by a melee weapon, recover a bit. Energy. The armor value is more valuable actually, so I'm going to swap that around. This is Tarkus only, so I'm going to drop it. Everything else is gated. I'm keeping this for the squad we're about to get. Also, have you ever been so blingin' as to have the golden silencer? Just saying. Also, I love, by the way, I know I'm in the screen a lot, but I only owned Dawn of War II because it was on sale years ago. Fair enough. Actually, I'm going to swap these over for now because that bolt is a bit shit. But no, we're going to get rid of this. Yeah, so in Retribution, you get the choice of 6 of the races, which Space Marine, Eldar, Orcs, Tyranids, Chaos, and the Imperial Guard. Crap. Use this one. Yes, that's good. We're not level 7 yet. Ah, yes, Pistol Ball. We are saving it. But yeah, you get the choice of 3. And the Orc campaign is hysterical. Because you play some freebooters, so you've already got the Orc. You've got the Orc voice, add Pirate to it. And the whole thing is just the Orcs talking absolute crap. Like, some of the fucking lines is just beautiful. Like, I think I actually cried the first time I heard the Orc Captain, Captain Bloodflag. I think I actually cried the first time I heard him describe the Inquisitor in the game as Twiggy. Oi, Twiggy! I was like, oh my god. Like, if ever you get the opportunity to do so, play Retribution. It's hours of replayability. It's the same campaign 6 times, but you know, you get to play it with 6 races. So if you're as much of a nerd about this shit as I am, you'll relish every moment of it. Gee, I wonder who they are. No, they were clearly Tau, couldn't you tell? Blue. Only Tau used blue. But so yeah, if you ever get the opportunity to play Retribution, it's hilarious. Like, the Orc campaign is pure comedy. The Chaos campaign is some of the most fun I've had in playing a 40k game. Yeah, if you're wondering, I'm not worried just because this is about to happen. Done. And now Thaddeus, the best squad I don't use. Because to be fair, if I ever swap out a squad, it's generally Avitus for Thaddeus. Which I know is heresy to a lot of people, but I get a lot more use out of Cyrus than I do Avitus, so I tend to swap them over. Oh, we're supposed to jump into that? Oh yeah, sure. Tell me more. Easy. Imagine a plotline about Ordo Kronos trying to unfuck the timeline where the Ordo Scriptorum accidentally prevented the fall of Cadia by properly filling out the deployment orders a millennia ago. Like, Abaddon turns up on Cadia and it's just like 3 whole chapters of Space Marines and about 3 times as many Cadians because they all went home. And they're like, why are there so many here? And in the back is just... It's just Creed, and instead of, he's like smoking a cigar and holding up a piece of paper that has a big approved stamped across it. Deptus Terror Simulator for all you people that want to experience being overworked in a bureaucracy. Oh yeah, big time. You ever want to know what it's like to feel completely under pressure despite the fact that you do nothing but push pencils? Yeah, I would fuck with that. To be fair. One game I do have to play that basically has that same feel as fucking Papers, Please. You know what I mean? Because Papers, Please is just that. It's just high intensity paperwork. Right, we're gonna go up this side using Thaddeus to tackle the heavy shooters in the back, and I'm gonna immediately push them past so that they're in cover. Use a grenade to clear out the immediate threat. Have Thaddeus capture the array. Wait for the Force Commander to get here. Okay, now we're going to push forward. And I'm going to 2 victory him through all the cover. Bob's your uncle. It's got you good. Easy. Yeah. Next time if I ever make a fucking Creed model, I know they don't make them anymore, I think. But the next time I make a Creed model, I'm going to make it with the parchment with approved across the front. That'd be so hilarious. Bob, the Adeptus Terror Scribe, walking the halls of the Imperial Palace, talking to random tech priests that just gets flattened by a rampaging Ord set loose during a blood game. Which canonically speaking, is entirely possible, and that's why 40k is hilarious. Because the biggest crime you can ever commit with 40k, or indeed any kind of Warhammer, is to take it seriously, because the franchise doesn't take it seriously. Yes, it's really cool. Yes, it's really awesome. Don't take it seriously. If anything, the Orcs should be an example of that. In fact, it's like... Orcs versus Eldar. A fuck-up that continues to play out. Cyborg. Have I ever told you how much I love the term cyborg? It's just the right amount of silly. Holy shit. I just want a 40k game with the writing and plot as absurd as all the Guardsmen party. Oh yeah. So a game that properly exemplifies the silliness and absurdity that Warhammer can reach would definitely be a welcome change of pace. Having said that, it's the overwhelming cool factor that makes 40k so bloody fun, you know? As ever, like, if 40k should be an example of anything, it's just the fact that the rule of cool fucking works, you know? Nope, turn around. Enable the abilities, jump Thaddeus away. Thaddeus's jump functions just as well as a escape as it does an initiation. And back the Force Commander off. Get to the point, and we're gonna restock a bit. Get an emergency request. You can use the Adeptus Terra Scribe's hidden ability. Instantly shuffle the deck and forms and places emergency. Deck forms and places emergency requests at the very bottom. Yeah. I mean, the Adeptus Terra is just the whole. Like, I feel like the invention of the Adeptus Terra was purely there because one of the guys who initially wrote 40k had a really shit desk job, and he just wanted to exemplify what like bloated bureaucracy feels like.
Thaddeus reporting. Jump to that position.
We ignored it for 100 years. We'll ignore it for 100 more. He's literally just the epitome of, sir, if your attitude is not going to help us get anywhere. You ever want to know what it's like to deal with the Adeptus Terra? Just like call up like the carrier of your phone, or like your internet provider, or indeed any like an insurance company or something, and try to deal with the complaints department. That's what it's like dealing with the fucking Adeptus Terra. Like anytime you even dare get a little bit annoyed at the sheer slowness of it all, like they will just proceed to ignore you for the next 1,000 fucking years. Throw a grenade at it. Ah, bullshit! Yeah, this is why this level sucks. Because the Warlock can just do like a single bolt and one bop your entire squad. It sucks.
It takes more than that to stop a space marine.
Evidently not. Sarge, he confessed he made up the Dark Mechanicus fleet to convince the captain to reach the planet faster. And
Return fire, brothers.
his fleet exited the warp. Yep. This is what I mean, because the fucking Warlock can just do that, and it sucks.
Position, brother.
Advance a little, and then I've got to jump Thaddeus at him.
Reposition. Your witchery will not save.
Beginning tactical advance.
You have to close in with him in order to stop him from doing that, which is definitely easier said than done. He's going to toss it there. Enemy grenade, because I hit my own guys with it. Finally, Jesus. Fucking hate the Warlock fight, because it's just such a bitch so early in the game for no reason. Captain took a moment to compliment Sarge on being a psycho before being told to fornicate with a waterfowl.
We stand.
Yeah.
And you have fallen.
Oh, reminds me of the skit. Captain, I can see the Astronomicon. But, is it signal faint? No, it's flipping me the bird. I don't know why, but I so enjoy snarky Emperor.
The Eldar are evidently provoking and influencing the orcs.
Gee, you think?
Their involvement is hardly good news.
They claim to be stirring up the orcs to combat a common threat.
What could that be?
I would not put much stock in what the Eldar say.
Based.
They are deceitful and manipulative by nature.
Based.
That they are, Tarkus. But the Eldar aren't fools.
You sure?
The warlock you defeated may have been guiding the orcs here on Calderis, but he was only one part of a larger plan. We are receiving reports that the Eldar are stirring up the orcs on the nearby Typhon system. The Armageddon will take you to Typhon, so you can engage the enemy there. I will relay all distress signals we receive from Typhon back to you.
Fucking great. I now have to deal with all of Typhon's bullshit. Typhon. So yeah, after this I'm going to rush veteran squad mates now. Have I? Yeah, because I scrap that. I'm going to change the deployment order, so it's just... Job's good. What else we got? Melee skill and some energy. That's good. And that's only commander as well, so that can go. Righteous Fury. Yeah, so explosive damage is pretty good because it disrupts entire squads. At some point I gotta get these extra loadouts. Enemy killed by an orc. So the armor propagation is actually pretty good for Tarkus because he actually has a much higher kill count than the other squads. I'm actually going to start going for the improved loadout on Abatus now. This is Abatus's custom armor. Armor of the Destroyer. Oh, Jesus Christ, tone it down a bit. We're going to keep Thaddeus nice and ready because it's inevitable that we're going to have to use him at some point, even if I don't want to. It's good to keep Thaddeus and any squad you're not using actually up to standard because you don't want to be caught with your pants down. Righty, so Calderis is dealt with. So now we have to fuck off to my least favorite planet. I fucking hate fighting on Typhon. It's such a bitch.
Armageddon's navigation display. From here, you can
pretty sure there was also a bit of lore about the Mechanicus trying to get an Eldar tech specialist to help with the Golden Throne, and then he realized it was the most horrifying torture device ever created, and he busted his nut and fucked off to Comorra. Oh yeah, big time. And so it's a little tidbit of lore that they hired Dark Eldar specialists to help try and repair the Golden Throne, which of course the Dark Eldar, being the fuckheads they are, proceeded to fuck with, because naturally.
Commander, the green skin.
So yeah, defense missions are actually my favorite because you have to do the least and you get the highest and you get the most points for them. The only real skill in it is don't die, forehead.
The greenskins will target the generator's power.
Which once again, easier said than done.
The relay will be theirs.
But if you're paying even a little bit of attention, you can generally get away with it. I wish there was a hold position button. Ah, that's right. They come from down here first.
Brothers, we go.
Others.
Be vigilant.
Because to quote Lehman Russ, words like negotiate and treaty only ever mean tortured for aeons and aeons because it tickles me willy to Dark Eldar. Even official lore anymore? With all the retcon that happened, I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Yeah.
Vigilant.
I mean, I was speaking to the chap in my local games workshop, actually. And he let me in on a little theory he had. There is no retcon, just auto-chrono shenanigans. And that's the thing, like, they even wrote, like, of course they would. Of course, 40k has an in-universe explanation for retconning. Because of fucking course it does. Easy. I don't know why they immediately jump out of cover upon winning a fight. There's annoying shit on the planet. Yeah, I was speaking to the guy in the bloody Games Workshop, like the actual sales guy who works there. He was talking about a theory of why the Emperor, quote, had to drop all of his compassion and shit when he slew Horus, because he kind of thought, well, it kind of doesn't make sense in context of Horus, because yeah, favorites and all that crap, but the Emperor would have put him down if he needed to, not really with much of a problem. So why did he have to discard all of his compassion for that? So his headcanon was actually that Sanguinius flew into the Black Rage on Horus's flagship in the final confrontation, and because he was in such a furore and such a state, the Emperor had to put him down, and thus, therefore, having to put down the glorious Golden Hawk Boy was more worthy of the Emperor having to, quote, discard his compassion. That's his headcanon. Asher Militarum, head honcho, would blow a gasket if he ever found out they replaced Alanius Pius with a Terminator and a Custodians with a Custodian and a Perpetual. And even though, you know, you can still have Alanius Pius being Alanius Pius, Pius or person or however you want to call him. I don't know why it keeps selecting one from this. I don't intend to do it. But yeah, it's just still the idea of I hate the fact that they did it because it's so appropriate for a lone guardsman to try and stand between Horus and for the obvious to happen, for him to get fucking obliterated. Which is correct, but you know, it just exemplifies the whole idea of the guard in one. You know, hopelessly outgunned, hopelessly outnumbered. They're going to stand anyway, but you know, if you're expecting some heroic stand where they last against all odds, well, you haven't been paying attention then, have you? Because no, they're just going to get squished. But that's part of the fun. Yeah. So it was the lone custodian. No, innit? Who was the lone custodian? To which the answer is, does it fucking matter? Because I know they've like given names for him in the past, but a t-shirt and a flashlight against a literal warp entity. Like, he's gonna lose, but man, it's gonna be cool. The other problem, because technically speaking, right, one use for Cyrus's ability to like the whole infiltrate shit is to sneak into here, because you can capture this on a defense mission. It's just not a good idea. You can do it. There we are. And this is the thing with defense missions, you just kind of have to wait. I mean, it gets fun later when suddenly, oh by the way, vehicles, and you have no way to deal with it until Avatar's either gets a plasma cannon or a rocket launcher. Oh yeah, to be fair, that is like the whole reason I like the guard though, because A, I'm a military nerd anyway, so it's me anyway. But the whole idea that against all the overly cool and edgy and over-the-top enemies that the Imperium faces, that all that's been necessary to hold it all back is the wall of guns. Just some guys with a couple of guns and the flashlights that recharge because you hold them, because you hug them. Literal hug guns. I was told this, like obviously the charge packs on a las gun charge with like any form of heat or anything that you can give them. They'll just accrue energy again. So, you know, guardsmen keep it close to their chest in order to charge ammo whilst on the march and stuff, and therefore I love the fact that the guns are literally charged with hugs. The guardsmen face off like Lovecraftian level threats and mind-shattering horrors with the power of hugs, and it's beautiful. I kind of want to know the story where Alanius is a Kriegsman and just fucking bayonet charges Horus. Yeah, that would be. I would actually pay. I'd read that. I'd read that on stream. That'd be a bit silly. Just the first cry of affixed bayonets. I like the guard because intercontinental death strike barrages to GW shops on the other side of the world. Oh yeah. To be fair, like it's kind of regarded as poor sportsmanship to use death strikes because they're silly. Because what a lot of people do is they just fuck's sake. They just do they just get one death strike and they surround their death strike with all of their guardsmen, because it only has to make the first phase, after which half the enemy force is now dead. Brilliant.
Losing one is a blow the Imperium
Only Force Commander.
recovers from.
It is.
It
Oh,
still remains unclear what the Eldar hope to gain by provoking the orcs. Whatever their
Alright,
purpose,
Vandia,
the
that's
Eldar
pretty
are
good for
using all their
Tarkus.
trickery to disrupt communications outside the sector.
I'm not going to even that.
We are uncertain how they are
What about
managing,
this?
but our astropaths describe their interference as a shadow across the warp.
A shadow across the warp.
Figure. At some point,
Those
the poor
were their
Garshmuck
exact
was
words?
losing the
Yes,
Chaos Play,
those
and
were
then
their
the Death
exact
Strike just
words,
erased
Cyrus.
Abdon from existence.
We
I
have
call that a
more
win.
immediate
Yeah,
problems,
exactly. It's why it's
however.
considered bad form,
That
because
Bad Zappa
it
is
makes
mounting
every
another
battle like
offensive,
three turns.
cede to our
Because
defenses. Secure
like
Typhon quickly.
this is like every
We can use
time
you
that you
back
try
here
to play
soon.
against a guy,
Thule out.
you just
Why so
you just set the
concerned
Death
with
Strike
the
off on the second round, and
astropaths,
half their
Cyrus?
army's gone because Apocalyptic
reason.
Blast. Fuck you.
I just hope that
It's
casting
beautiful.
a shadow across the warp is an ability the Eldar truly have, for all our sakes.
Oh, we're all gonna die. Let's scrap that. And Tark, who's okay? Cyrus has got a level. And we're gonna start going for his extra slot as well, because we get blind grenades, and blind grenades are really fucking good. As for the Force Commander, these two are they? Yeah, they're literally both only usable by Thaddeus. Okay, so which one's better? 10. Good. Done. And we're going to keep upping his melee chance. Let's just canonical for Abaddon. Don't hate the player, hate the law. No, no, like, fucking annoys me. I don't like the way they're taking 40k, and I don't think many people do. Especially because, like, again, I have the same problem with. What's going on, my man? I have the same problem with.
Commander, we have located a substantial
flash
Eldar
grenades.
strike.
So yeah, the warp spider's a prick. But yeah, I had the same problem with Age of Sigmar. Like, I love the shit that Age of Sigmar came out with in terms of aesthetics. However, I hate the lore behind it, because Retributors look cool, but oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to because this rain is actual bitrate murder, I'm going to turn it off. Because I've just looked at my bitrate and it's just like, holy shit! I was like, yeah, yeah, give me a minute. Effects density. Why not do it on this? I just go low. It doesn't actually tone the rain down any. Well, I guess we're dealing with the rain, boys. What's a funny scenario you could come up with in your head, 40k related at any rate? Oh, let's see. Something to do with the orcs, most likely, because of course, anytime anything funny happens, the orcs just make it better.
Get to that position, brothers.
Quick!
Look alive, be vigilant.
To be honest, I don't think I'm ever going to come up with anything funnier than the I'm a tank, I'm a tank, I'm a tank story. You know? It's just quintessentially 40k, so... We'll Avatar's back because warp spiders are annoying. Yeah, so the other reason why this rain sucks is because I often lose my fucking cursor in it. Because it's really fucking hard to see against it. Probably a bolt on a Space Hulk. Yeah. Like the embarkation deck on a Space Hulk. An orc learned to read Gothic, converts to the Imperial Faith. Nah, because that's just Deperium. That's just Deperium. Because of the Emperor, and they're going to lead a crusade into the warp for the Emperor and Order Deperium. Yeah, that's literally just Deperium, which I'm pretty sure is just a fictional concept, even by 40k standards, purely because somebody decided to put Space Marine bits on an orc model and call it canon. Okay, here come the Banshees.
Ready for battle.
And then there we go. That's why you hold the Force Commander just behind when you're dealing with Banshees, because they'll jump at the first line, and then you just 2 victory your Force Commander. I did once make Chris believe that weird boys visit the Grey Knights on Tide to exchange their knowledge of the warp. Another one I had was weird boys who do nothing but talk about crypto. I try to think of the dumbest, most like fourth wall breaking crap that a weird boy could talk about. For some reason, my brain goes to buying crypto. And that's why Cyrus with the sniper rifle is hilarious, because oh no, there's a sniper in the building. Pop, no there isn't. That's not weird boys, that's just weird boys. But how do you think Kree constantly affords all those Bane blades? Crypto, I'm telling you. But General, how are we going to win this battle? We don't have anywhere near the resources required to call in the reinforcements needed. Creed just slowly opens up Coinbase. And stop that. Pressing on. Is that why the administratum takes so long to do anything? They're just a bunch of crypto nerds. And every time they get a request, it's like, but it's gonna go up, bro. Trust me. Like that, or it's it's either that, or it's or the administratum workers. You know, they keep getting told to do their to do the job, but every time they go to do something, they just go, bro, the lines go up. 40k Gladius, but instead of normal building, the guard just builds server farms. Eagle coin. That was skull coin. Imp coin. Warp bucks. Over the next, like warp bucks, but like WARPBUX. Like if you saw that on a fucking cryptocurrency like database or like trading site or something, like, you wouldn't look twice at it, and you know you wouldn't. The only thing you could still use Ethereum. Slanesh enters the game with cryptocurrencies encrypted by brainwaves generated during an orgy. Oh, don't give them ideas. But thing is, that's the thing, like, cryptocurrency is such a Slaneshy thing, because it's like, you are promising these people great riches and great rewards, only to make it, I think I accidentally, I backed up as a fire. Only to make it so that they eternally feel anguish and momentary joy at watching an imaginary line go up. Like, if that doesn't sound like something Slanesh would do, then what else, man? Like, there we go. It's like, because, you know, could you imagine the amount of erections that Slanesh would get from crypto bros every time they watch the line go up and they party, and then the line dips just a little and they feel nothing but torment and anguish and regret? Is that not just completely up Slanesh's alley? Would that not tickle her pickle pretty hard? You know what I mean? So that's how the Eldar felt. They just mined too hard, call it the crypto crash of M30. The market would be dominated by the Necrons. Do you think the Catan literally just went, hey dude, this cryptocurrency is going to be big, so they converted all of the if they converted all of the Necron tier into server farms. Every Necron is just mining Bitcoin. And Tomb Worlds are just massive server farms. Oh, that's actually brilliant. Oops. I'm in the back. Holy shit, can they stop jumping? If every Tomb Worlds is just a giant server farm, that brings a very different connotation to the mechanics. Yeah, they're just after their Bitcoin wallets. But they're not talking in binary, they're just counting the Bitcoins. Is that cyber crypto bros raiding the local farm?
Target acknowledged.
That way. Just imagine the Mechanicus coming back from a successful raid on a tomb world. And they're just all like, they're wearing the stunner shades and tons of bling because they just raided the fucking server farm. Ah, brilliant. I'm never gonna play Mechanicus the same way again, I swear to God. I keep losing the fucking cursor in this rain, man. Music.
There are still targets to engage.
There's still some banshees to deal with. I don't know why, but I find killing Eldar in this game is just the best. It's the enemy that brings me the most joy to squish. Just send Cyrus to go grab the points. Actually, I'm going to send the Force Commander. For some reason he took a lot of damage there. The acknowledged and sanctioned status of the Homo sapiens just implies that at some point a weeb created cat girls and the Emperor explicitly approved of it. Wouldn't you? Because I can only imagine the Emperor, upon like discovering that cat girls were a real thing, like he cried a single tear of pure joy and he just goes, finally. He can finally. Is that the Emperor's whole quest? Conquered the galaxy looking for the perfect waifu.
We need to be vigilant.
Eventually he found it.
Our weapons are ready for honor and the Emperor.
They are girls, but they have cat ears, my Emperor. I'll allow it.
Repositioning.
Be vigilant.
But my lord, they're clearly dangerous mutants. Give the big E and Neko Domi on me. Are we gonna give Daddy Emps a big thiddy Neko Goth GF? Could you imagine it like the Emperor getting back up off the throne after 10,000 years, and the Custodies just ushering him into a chamber and be like, "My lord, we saved this one for you." And it's just a VTuber with cat ears.
Grenade that target.
Scout squad ready.
Try to wriggle out of this, worms.
Ooh, that's not good. He might go down to that. Yeah, he's alright, he's alright, he's alright, he's alright. He didn't make it. Fuck! Lost my bloody rating again.
This is all. Tactical squad.
And you make most of your points in the later part of this game anyway. So girl boy gets pointy ear Goth, and Big E gets a Dom Neko.
I'm heading there now.
What is this reward that you have so graciously prepared for me, my sons? Nya?
Chapters engaging vessel.
Woo woo. I noticed you bulge from across the room. Pounces on you. Please give me huggy wuggies. Damn it! Now I have to make a 40k rendition of that whole copy pasta. Oh, for fuck's sake! Fucking hate warp spiders. As I mean, I think Rowboat Girly Man gets big thiddy Goth Eldar GF. And Big E gets a cat girl. Why not, right?
The chapter calls and we...
To be fair, like some of my favourite artwork has always happened when like talented thirst crosses over with 40k. Like, have you ever seen that the image of the Empress?
Tactical
Like,
Marines await
if you've seen it, then you'll know what I mean.
Let's fly.
The Emperor encounters a strange and curious being. Please give me huggy wuggies. What in my name are you doing? Trying to imagine the Emperor the reborn emperor standing in the room with all his might and glory and just ooh pounces and he just lets it happen. My lord, you have been tackled by this assassin. No, my sons. I must deal with this one alone. It's a great enemy from the warp and you're not prepared for it. Please give us like 10, 20, 30 minutes alone. Hey, the warp spider.
Swift march, weapons live.
An on-Titan Grey Knight spontaneously dropped dead from simultaneous pop aneurysm as the great slash plot of all time is revealed. Oh yeah, of course. Catgirls are just a device of Slaanesh. And again, anyone who's ever watched a VTuber has observed exactly why, of all the Chaos Gods, I would fall to Slaanesh first, without fucking question. Because I'd be all imperial and regal and like, no, I shall resist the temptations of Slaanesh, and no amount of temptation or pleasure could ever sway me from the true path. Ooh, I bet. Who we raiding first? That's all they need to do. Dead ass. Like, because people like to talk shit about, oh, I joined Khorne because it's nothing but violence, and it's like, no, bro, Slaanesh, nothing but sex, drugs, rock and roll all day long. Does that not sound like a glorious existence to you? Honestly, bro. It's like, you know, I pay Slaanesh to see her free cam show. I'm just saying. As soon as I see a genetically engineered pleasure demonette that literally drains your soul out of your balls, I'm signing up on the dotted line, over the dotted line. Not gonna lie. No, exactly though. It's just the image of Slaanesh trying to tempt you over, and it's just, here's a cat girl. Yes. No. So here is a waifu. Yes. Also, it has cat ears. Yes. Come to Papa. It wouldn't be hard. Oh, I hate that. I mean, the early game in this is just, ugh. But that's fine. This is why you just try to get through it as quickly as you can.
Without warp spiders stirring up the orcs, Typhon is far more secure.
Health Commandant, yeah, that's good.
Against the orcs and Eldar have stabilized the situation.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going for the extra item slots.
Good, however. We are receiving numerous reports of local vegetation mutating and attacks by hordes of leaping alien creatures.
These creatures, what do they look like?
Most of the reports are from citizen sites.
Break suppression and heals allies.
For unreliable descriptions. I need you to return to Calderis as soon as
Iron
possible.
Halo, always.
Bad Zappa's orcs have gathered for another major strike against the planetary capital.
Well, it would be very hard for a very short period, and then it would be very unhard. Only for it to become hard once more. You see? There's the thing with Slaanesh, it's all peaks and troughs. You gotta take the rough with the smooth, man. Wouldn't be... Mechanicus recovered an ancient STC for a drug called Mixidril. That should help with that. My lord, we have discovered a new STC as on a tentacled, on a mechadendrite arm, holds out a small blue pill with an Aquila printed across the front of it. What does it do? We're not entirely certain, because it makes sense. Because of course the Mechanicus would know what it does, because the Mechanicus no longer have penises; they have cyberdongs, which is only useful for the slapping against the hull of toasters. So of course the Mechanicus wouldn't know what do you do with it. But then they give it to an Astartes, and suddenly the local population of the Sisters of Battle is let's just say let's just say they're all suddenly a lot less angry about things. Oh, that's grand. Nah. Avitus for Azarius. Cyrus can have the blind grenades. Tarkus can have the Signum because it's more useful than Tarantulas for now. Let's just say the Scholar Progenum would become a Daig. Bing. So Neshi Dark Mechanicus orgies are just power tool noise ASMRs. It's literally just stick on any Rammstein song and then just constantly like hold a drill in your ear whilst it's going off. That's a Dark Mechanicus orgy right there. Oh lord. That is that is some funny bullshit right there.
Command.
God damn. So what did the Dark Mechanicus do? Imagine, like, trying to drill a bolt into a hole that is too small and succeeding anyway. That should be an appropriate image.
You kids can't do anything right.
I'll have to fix it myself. Oh, that's me every day at work. Holy shit. Dark Mechanicus' favourite music is Benny Vesely's Satisfaction.
The Orc leader, he's getting away.
Ready.
No, because it's either that or oh, have you ever heard the Dirge of Slanesh? It's very, very, very. Yeah, I do get that. Yeah, no. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Yeah, legendary MV. It is. It very much is. But, have you ever heard the Dirge of Slanesh? It's a very old meme now, but it was a video that's years and years ago in like the first. No, I'll just call it now so that I can just do it because in a minute the tone will change. But give me just a moment, and let me just quickly cue it up for you. Yeah.
Come and hear the song of Slanesh.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Just for the follow me.
Hear this dirge and despair. Shred their sanity with our song. Ours is the song of victory.
Yeah.
Slanesh is with us.
Random 40k forces to repeat actual content every fucking time, man. It's literally just somebody took I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, song Serbian Film, which is a fucking awful film, by the way. By which I mean, don't watch it. You won't be the same afterwards. But somebody took that and put Slaneshi lines over the top of it, and it fits perfectly. Song is Rigor Mortis, I think, is it? I'll look at that in a minute. Because it works, right?
Ours is the cry of chaos.
Yeah, anyway, that goes on for like 3 minutes, so we'll get on. But yes, that's enough heresy for one day. That is there we go. Now we've got to turn the game back down because this game is loud as shit. Okay. Trust me, if you watch that movie, this is so genuinely fit. Oh, if you're on about a Serbian film, yeah, holy shit. Yeah, I watched that film. I wish I didn't. If you want awful content, just watch Brazilian dub movies. The narrator sees a tattoo and reads badass, and it translates to evil butt. To evil butthole. Damn it! Now I'm never gonna look at tattoos ever the same way again. Oh god, I love Brazil. They somehow managed to find the humor in everything, even if it's accidental. But yeah, I believe the Dirge of Slanesh was made in response to another very old 40k shitpost, where somebody took the voice lines from the Khorne Berserkers and just set it to very, very loud music. And yeah, just repeated the voice lines constantly, and it's 90% screaming, which fits. I watched it too. I remember back in the day, I was the only one who watched Serbian film. Yeah, Serbian film is. Honestly, Serbian film makes Human Centipede look like Boss Baby. That's how fucking bad it is. Like it's one of those, like, I would wholeheartedly recommend that you go watch Two Girls, One Cup long before you watch a Serbian film, because Serbian film is that shit is just I don't want to go into it because it just hurts even thinking about it. 40k means are just so random, a typo in 4chan name and somebody literally spawned one. Yeah, innit? Well, that's just the level of silliness that 40k is on. I mean, I know I'm supposed to set up out here, but out here is bad juju. So I'm just going to wait back here. Lolcron into Lollycron. Yep. Oh, sorry, my brain just created a scenario in which Rogul Dawn comes back and he finds a lolly, and it's just the is this a small? I shall protect this small, for it is cute, and I find that adorable. It is short. It has a funny face. I find that entertaining. Oh, sometimes Tarkus does this. He glitches out when you tell him to throw a grenade, and now he'll sit there unable to throw the grenade. The only way to snap him out of it is to throw something at him. I'm going to lose my rating for this. Because now he's going to get up, and now he's going to throw the grenade, and now I can get him back. Because sometimes Tarkus' AI bugs out like that, unfortunately. Newborn. Yeah. Did you not, please? Did you, like, fucking not? I literally shook when I saw that shit. And it's not even one of those, oh, but I was really young when I watched it, so I really wasn't ready. No. I was 23 when I watched a Serbian film. I wouldn't know. Under no circumstances. Like, I genuinely think that if you watch a Serbian film and then when somebody asks your reaction, you go, I thought it was pretty good, you should immediately be put on a register. Like, if you're not on a register after having enjoyed a Serbian film, someone's not doing their job. Dawn thinks he finds a lolly, but it's actually Tony Cox. I will do this. If you can't tell, my headcanon voice for Rogul Dawn is forever. I can't remember the name of the voice actor, which is criminal, but the version of him from TTS with the super monotone voice and the that's forever my headcanon for him now. Similarly, Magnus is now permanently Australian because of TTS, and I can't get out of my head now. Also, Vulcan is Jamaican. It just fits. And although he's not been in TTS, to me, Fulgrim is German. I don't know why. It's just the voice I hear for him. But yeah, deadass. I don't care who you are. If you take anything away from today's stream, take this away. Serbian film is a bad thing and should never be watched ever. And it's weird because I actually don't mind the reason for its existence. What? Why? I know. I don't know why. But to me, Fulgrim is German. But like a really campy German. I mean, I don't know why, it just is. Even though he's called the Phoenician, which means a Mediterranean accent would actually fit far more for him. But I don't know why he's German to me. Although, to be fair, if anyone... of the Primarchs, who would be German, to be fair? Ferris Manus? I mean, given his unrelenting sense of everything must be efficient. Sure. I suppose Dawn, you could make an argument for being German. Because of his love of infrastructure. My biggest takeaway is that we need a 40k slice of life anime with Catgirl, Dawn, and Tony Cox. I would watch that shit. If they brought that... Honestly, if they brought out a show that was just a slice of life show on Warhammer Plus, I'd watch that shit. I'd subscribe just for that. And you're talking to a guy who's like in a massive Blood Angel simp to the point where I've even got a tattoo of it, for Christ's sake, and hasn't watched fucking. I don't even know the name of the show, but the one where it's a bunch of Blood Angels. But yeah, if they brought out a slice of life 40k show, like, I would pay for Warhammer Plus to watch that shit. amount of stick up the ass, I do think Dawn would be the most German. Yeah, Dawn, probably. Yeah, Force Commander's fallen over. I mean, who else really? I mean, Germans have a tendency to start World War, so I think Horus. To be fair, the thing is with Horus, the only voice you tend to attribute him is the standard War Master one, where it just it's just a authoritarian might and all that shit. And then the idea that obviously he gets more and more manic as the I should get offended, but I am not. Oh, for fuck's sake! I forgot the mine was up there.
Ready for battle.
That's it. Deal. Oh yeah.
Tied up in hand-to-hand combat.
Sorry, I'm largely back to having fun, but the memories of a Serbian film will not leave me.
Now you are a devastator, brother.
That's yeah. Fucking hell. Walks on an arm. Kill this. Back off. I don't think we've actually had a down yet, and I'd like to keep. Oh, for fuck's sake! I fucking deserve that.
You must keep at least one operational.
On my way.
What can we do then? We can call the Signum on him. And you see, the Signum doesn't do terrible damage.
Forward.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Tactical squad, kill the green targets here. Locked in melee.
We don't have any specials around doing now. I was gonna off him with Cyrus again. Right, run away quickly before those mines arm.
Come on, aliens, show me your fury.
But yeah, and so obviously headcanon VOs for Primarch is always something to think about. I mean, like if we start from the beginning, who would be Lionel Johnson? Oh, holy shit! I hate this.
Our service is in red.
I'm gonna back him off. Come on, there we go. There we go. Holy shit.
That's much too big and old to be in an old like me.
Hey, if we start with Lionel Johnson, my brain goes to Sean Bean. Because obviously, right? It's either Sean Bean or it's a more talented Mel Gibson in Braveheart. Yes, me.
Prepare for extraction to the Armageddon.
Big E comes back and has to rebuild the Imperium, rescues his sons. What is it, Lion? Would it take longer than 5 minutes? I have a stack of backlogged orders to all the way to Jupiter, and Dawn has pitched a tent in the hallway. He's just... Yeah. He's just... It's like a castle with crenulations out of paperwork, and it's just Dawn going, I am fortifying this position.
Cyrus here.
There we go. Yeah, of the next few planets, the first one I'm doing is Meridian, because Terminator armor, and I need no other reason.
Far deadlier than orcs or Eldar, Thaddeus.
Yep. Yeah, we get Nids. Now, Nids, as you can expect, are easy to kill, but there's fuckloads of them.
Enemy destroyed.
Side note, where would Ron end up in the Imperium?
Scouts moving to capture.
I mean, which Ron?
Target eliminated.
Objective taken.
Because if you mean Ron from like Kim Possible or something, you know, I can imagine him getting into the Officio Assassinorum. Heresy used for the weak-willed and the communists. Suddenly it's a Suddenly it's a McCarthy-esque red sort of firm. It's an Inquisitor going, are you some kind of fucking commie? Oh, Swanson, right. In, oh, well, let's see. Anti-government, but works for the government anyway. Ron Swanson is the reason why the Administratum takes 1,000 fucking years to do anything. Like, I imagine Ron Swanson to be like, imagine like the halls of the Adeptus Terra, impossibly long and impossibly high. He, at the center of these halls lies a singular, massive desk, in the middle of which is a great throne upon which many papers stand, and in it is a man with a large mustache, fast fucking asleep, and it's just Ron Swanson. Yeah, that's what I imagine. Ron creates the auto-scriptorium to fuck with the Imperium. Literally. Ron Swanson is just creating as much bulk in the bureaucracy as he can in order to actively slow down the Imperium. Praise the Emperor. No, I don't believe in big government.
Captain Thule has fallen to aliens who have escaped.
Imagine Ron Swanson looking at the Emperor. He's literally just like, if you were a real man, you get up off that chair and fight me like a man.
But this battle is not
Psychic powers. Real men don't need them. According to Ron. Can you imagine that on Ron Swanson's Pyramid of Greatness? Like, I imagine, for some reason, I imagine the Ron Swanson Pyramid of Greatness in the training room of every Astartes chapter throughout the galaxy.
is already at work.
Commander.
Somehow I just had the meme of Ron throwing a PCM wearing AdMech robes.
Captain Thule still lives, but he is in grave
Like,
condition.
Ron Swanson types into a computer and it just goes, hello world, and it's just him throwing it in a dumpster.
And an alien poison is attacking surviving
But with the
tissue.
red of AdMech on it.
I have placed Captain Thule in stasis to halt the poison's progress.
Health and damage
But
resistance.
as of now,
Pretty good.
I have no means to counteract its effects.
Gordian
Give
had
that
better prepare
to
himself
Thaddeus.
for more of us to require his tending.
Tendies.
Fear the aliens, Cyrus?
Energy
no
regen,
fear,
that's not
Abatus.
bad for the full squad,
But I
actually.
know
But it's only usable by Thaddeus, and it's
Those were Tyranids.
way better.
Alien monsters who strip worlds of all life.
We're aware.
There are billions of them, and only a handful of us.
Any done?
Have you faced these things before, Cyrus?
Once, a long time ago, when I served in the Death Watch.
Death Watch.
We're going to need all the help.
The
we can
redeployment
get
orders took so
face
long to
this
reach the dispatch
infestation.
office that the beleaguered
Even
guard general
then,
has had a heart
we'll
attack
probably
when his
fail.
reinforcements are just a bunch of skeletons and museum pieces covered in exhumed
Attempt to raise
caskets.
The nearest of our chapter fleets.
Showed signs of intelligence.
However, in the meantime, we need to secure Typhon before
Roll
the rest of
that,
the Tyranid
and then
swarm
we'll get the
arrives. Otherwise,
health.
our supply lines will be devastated.
Flame
There
weapon
is an
resistance and just
unknown
health.
body that continues to wreak havoc on
Now
our
the extra
defenses on
armor actually
Typhon.
makes it worth.
We should return to Typhon and eliminate those Eldar.
Again, extra armor is always more important. Only usable like carcasses, so we'll scrap it. Everything else is fine except I want to carry the melter pack. But it can wait for another turn because we won't need it just yet, but very soon we will. Adept, why did you discard your cogitator? It knew where I lived, and I didn't appreciate that.
Commander, we have located the
Fucking
party that threatens our supply lines between
Numerian.
Typhon
This is
and
actually like...
We have identified their lead.
This mission is easy-ish. Basically, this mission gets harder the longer you do it. Because all the gates are spawning guys. You kind of want to get in there fast. But Numerian is also hilariously easy to deal with if you come at him from the ass.
Eldar
Like most
warriors
rangers,
are
he can't handle
deployed
being
to defend the
butt-fucked.
Target, Commander. They hope to cover his escape, no doubt.
Pop. Admech Scribe gets teleported to the 21st century Earth. Finds Kizuna AI, and the Dark Mechanicus is spawned 29 millennia ahead of time. Is the Dark Mechanicus just a bunch of Sims who donate to VTubers? The results may shock you.
Their rank
How do you like my new model? How do you like? I don't like my new model. The machine is beautiful. Take my thrones. Right, we're not quite onto the what I call the second phase of the game. Basically, as soon as we beat this, we then get launched into the second part of the game where we have the 3 objectives to achieve. And then we hold, and then we hold, and then we hit him. Oh wow, actually. Oh, we've already dealt with it. Fuck me. Bop. That was easy. Interesting proposition. Yes, and this is the part where you mentioned I'm actively subbed to Samurai. Because Samurai is hot as fuck and I will take nothing else for an answer. Alright. She's also French and a bitch, and I love it. Could the Mechanicus rift have been caused by an admech who found a VTuber STC? No, he just found a picture of he just found a picture of Melody. And then when she asked, "Are you seriously watching porn by yourself?" Half the Mechanicus said yes, the other half of the Mechanicus said no. Boom, Dark Mechanicus, job's a good one. Just Signum down the hill because that's what Signum's good for. So that's basically the only real use of Signum. It, as you can see, it fucks buildings good, and it's good for disturbing entrenched enemy positions. Otherwise, it don't do much. Yay, levels. I don't wonder where he's going, but oh well. Kill that, and yeah. Given just enough time, the Guardian will quite happily expose himself again. Oh no, there's shitloads of them behind us. If only I had an answer. What? I fucking love grenades. Grenades in this game are easily just the best thing ever. Alright, deal with the Banshees first. Oh, for fuck's sake. Once again, I hate fucking warp spiders. Gilliman watches anime and adds a new final page of the codex. The codex is started, it supports Neko guns. Oh, Lord. I mean, to be fair, I mean, of all the Primarchs to fall to VTuber wiles, other than Fulgrim, yeah, probably Rowboat Girly Man.
This is Avatar. Chapters recruits.
Awesome.
This way. Enemy troops destroyed.
I forget I have Avatus with a rocket. Easy, you can just quickly send Cyrus back. We'll be back soon enough. Hey, who do you think Gilliman's favourite VTuber is?
Let fly. This is a reposition.
I bet you he'd go with someone like super basic, like I don't know, Melody. I mean, she was the first, the most archetypal. She's just a dork. I don't watch VTubers, but I have no idea. Oh yeah, naturally. Who would he go for? Scratch the butt. Oh, I would like to. This is what I was talking about. All of these are fresh spawns from the gateways. I mean, like I said, you can melt them pretty quickly, so it's hardly an issue, but still. And then we set up in position. Then we go poke the the Eldar up here. Probably English and basic as fuck, like, you know, from HoloLive. Oh yeah, definitely. As I say, it'd definitely be a completely basic bitch, right? Signum that bitch. Easy. And then we just go in. And now we just gotta deal with these fucking unending amounts of fucking Guardians. Stop chasing the one that's running away, you fool. There he is. I was worried about where he got to then. Abatis has lost both of his guys. Sounds like I'm dissing Ina, but I like her. She's just, I like her, but she's the kind that everyone likes. Well, yeah, she's got wide appeal. Like, yes, she's basic, but more accurate. Basic is the wrong word to use. I would say mainstream is probably a more appropriate word. And most people can get to her because she's just got very wide appeal. Pop. There we go. Range the Haven. Easy. Let me just have to quickly turn on this foundry. In the wake of the great Neko schisms of the 41st millennium, the High Lords of Terror authorized the creation of the Idettus Vilinidae, yes, to boost the morale of the Idettus Militarum and Astartes troops. But I've just something that Saorai does is she has like the she has the PNG of Pepe, who is like representative chat, and she often like puts it in her lap and stuff. And I just thought of Pepe with a guardsman helmet on. I don't know why. The idol media being distributed among the rank and file. They dance, they call you Big Brother, and it went a really long way. Because, you know, the Guardsman Regiment was on the verge of collapse, and then we distributed a video that was a cat girl going, "Save me, nya, save me, Guardsman-chan," and well, they all affixed bayonets immediately and charged the enemy, and well, they did it. Turns out, at the promise of cat waifus, Guardsmen will literally charge Chaos Space Marines and win. So here's another reason why Cyrus is hilarious. He can just snipe the fucking guns of the Eldar, and it's just hilarious. I'm going to throw a grenade at the Warlock. Snipe the Warlock. Done. There's another Warlock. Give the Guardsman a Rosarium, he will protect the Emperor. Give the Guardsman the Neko Mummy, and he will volunteer to drop a Vortex Bomb on the Eye of Terror. Oh damn, I gotta make a meme now, which is Cadia, and then it's all broken. Cadia, if we told the Guardsmen that there are Neko GFs in the Eye of Terror, Cadia stands. I always thought the Eldar Rangers in this game are super bold because they're just like, I'm going to uncloak myself very obviously in front of a bunch of Space Marines and see how that goes. There's another Warlock somewhere. Neko turning Guardsmen into Griezmann in 766 M42. Is that why Griezmann are so fucking suicidal? They've just got pictures of catgirls on the inside of their gas masks. Alien beams! There we go.
Direct our wrath at you.
Alrighty, so yeah, the next part of this mission is fairly simple. You just gotta snipe that quickly before it gets a shot off, preferably, because those things are fucking annoying. And then yeah, we just deal with the rest of it. Kill the D cannons, no, the Shuriken cannons rather, because they hurt a lot. Do it. Men, you will pick yourselves up and you will defeat the enemies of the Emperor, for it is your duty. But we can't hold them. There's just too many of them, and they're huge, Commissar. And the Commissar just holds up a picture. Just holds up a picture of Catgirl Sherlock, and immediately for the Emperor bayonet charge. Done. Easy. Kill this. Easy. And there's the gates. Dealt with. Now we've got to go kill in the Marion, which is actually fairly easy. Eldar uncovered ancient human architect computer explaining the art of flashing to surprise men. They fail to realize that a purple humanoid dildo doesn't arouse a superhuman killing machine. Well, it depends what side you're on. Because, you know, I would describe Lucius as both a purple humanoid dildo and a superhuman killing machine at the same time. Just saying. You know, Lucius is a lot of things, to be fair. How long are we going? We're going a bit hours and we're about halfway through the game. Easy. See, you approach this group from behind, and it's actually outrageously easy.
Next target.
And Cyrus has got 1 round left, and it's going into Mirian.
Such is the fate
Easy.
of the enemies of man.
Yeah, where is he? There we go. I've gone down the wrong one. Luckily, there's a way here. Well, at least I'll get the extra kill point, eh?
Going for the brush.
I think he's like back here or something, because he is only a ranger, so he's actually quite easy to kill.
Make ready. Say it now. Weapons ready.
This.
No wonder the boss here chose the orcs as our instruments instead of you.
Quickly. Avitus is for some reason in a building. Let's just deal with his escorts before we deal with him. Rosarius. Wait. Well, that becomes a problem. Kill him, please. Thank you. There we go. Easy. That time when Trazen accidentally collects a batch of Neko GF's earmarks for the custodians and they launch their own crusade to recover them. Oh yeah, that's the thing. The only reason why Trazen the Infinite hasn't had his cache raided yet is because guardsmen haven't worked out that he actually has VTubers locked up in his vaults.
A full-fledged orc uprising could actually slow the Tyranids, Thaddeus. If the Eldar were not doing this on
For some reason that reminds me of the orcs fighting things, and it's Mr. Incredible becoming uncanny. And one of the best ones is Tyranids, because if you think about it, the buggies are the best enemy that the orcs could ever face, because they're fucking unending and they're a lot of fun to fight.
We may be
And Days bleeds a lot.
Avitus, but we face an enemy that knows no fear. We will need every advantage we can get if we want to.
Wait, I thought that was us.
Sector.
Wait, are we Fear Incarnate, or do we know No Fear? Which one? I feel like we're just like... I'm going to be honest, chaps. I think we're just talking ourselves up at this point. Grimdork, real quick. Yeah. Beautiful. If you want to see this, by the way, I have my own Discord. You can join it. Just below, and we shitpost like this all the time. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, I got the free deployment. Yeah, that'll actually speed this up a bit.
So the Eldar were uniting the orcs to
Righty,
slow down the Tyranids.
whilst people are talking, I'll quickly do
Yes,
this.
Nemerian clearly knew of the Tyranids.
This explains much, but we have been getting reports of other Eldar activity in the sector that is not related to the orcs.
Impossible.
Clearly, the Eldar have other plans in motion, none of which can be good for us. I will keep you apprised of any further developments, Commander.
What can you tell us about the Tyranids,
Yeah.
Cyrus?
The Tyranids are unlike any other threat we have faced, Targus. Orcs may
Cyrus.
operate in
Okay, so is
vast
this the
hordes,
old
but
one
they
he had?
still
No,
have
it's this one.
individual chieftains that unite them. Kill these chieftains, and the
See?
Orc horde is weakened and scattered. A Tyranid hive fleet, however,
And level
is a
9,
single
so
massive
the Force Commander
organism.
can't quite do it. It's
Every
range damage and
creature
health
in the
anyway, so that
swarm
wants to
is
go to
simply
Tarkus.
one part of a single
As for the
terrifying mind.
Halos,
We cannot break the Tyranids' morale or take advantage of their pride. We cannot make them see reason.
yeah,
And
that's
for
better.
every beast we kill, 1,000,000 more are ready to take its
That's better.
place.
But what do they want?
The hive devours entire worlds.
Shakeable,
Its goal
nice.
is to feed itself and grow. And it will not stop
Right, we're
until
going for the
entire
veteran,
galaxy is consumed.
Commander, the
Squad
Orcs
mates now.
continue to undermine our defenses on Calderas. We need to shore up these defenses if we are to have any hope of stopping the Tyranids.
Right, so now we can give them Thaddeus, Avitus rather, and now we're carrying most of our equipment, so we've got an answer to most everything. And we've hit level 9, nearly level 8. And, Vengeance for Davian Thule. I think we do this one, and then we're into the second bit of the game.
A message is coming in from Chapter
Oh,
Command.
is it Big Boy?
Commander,
It's our boy!
Gabriel Angelos aboard the battle barge Litany of Fury.
It's
I've
my
received
sub
word of
notification.
the Tyranid threat facing subsector Aurelia, and of Captain Thule's grave condition. The Tyranids are a threat of unimaginable proportions, Commander.
When are we ever
Enemies
facing
in
something that
number
isn't a threat of
and
unimaginable
intent on
proportions?
consuming whole worlds. The Litany of Fury is now making for Aurelia at all speed, but we are weeks away.
Weeks,
I
yes.
will relay all distress signals back to you while we devise a plan of attack.
Yeah, of course.
Commander,
So naturally, Gabriel Angelos is going to come in just in time to steal the win, because that's what Gabriel Angelos does. This is the first time we actually have to fight proper Tyranids, and Tyranids are a bastard, but not for the reason you think. The irony being that it's units that don't move that are the biggest piece of shit with the Tyranids. But this map is real small, so we can deal with it. How long do you think it is before the Tyranid Hive Fleet figures out that the way to get like massive amounts of like gene stealer
Larger creatures to disrupt the
propagation
swarm.
is
That will
to
buy
just
us the time to
evolve
get to our target.
cat girls?
Captain Thule.
Or is that how the gene stealers work anyway?
We have engaged.
Do they tempt people in with VTubers? Are VTubers just a gene stealer plot? What I can make up on the spot about shit will shock you. Okay. So,
Our wrath
right. Convention states that we gotta go for the shrine. Shrines are better. And then we're gonna. So yeah, the way to deal with Rippers is just to victory through them.
Little by little, we are thinning the swarm.
I do love Tarkus' optimism, I must say. So we've also got this problem where all the nids up there, oh fuck's sake, I wasn't fucking. All the nids up there are in cover. Oh, and they fucking hurt.
Under attack. Devastators under enemy attack.
Right, that should be enough. Get him out. So Tarkus' squad should be able to take care of the rest of this. Oh, for fuck's sake. Cyrus aggroed spore mines.
Under attack.
Kill them already, will it? Jesus. I mean, my posted predates the heresy, but I always found it one of the funniest.
Fine work, brothers.
I must now look upon it. 8 Xenos, 8 Chaos, 8 mutants, 8 the Eye of Terror, 8 me Commissar, he shot Gaz the other day. Love Imps, love Imperium, love Guard, love killing Xenos, Cadia stands, simple as. It's pretty good, comrade. It's pretty good.
Safe moving to capture enemies.
Love me drum. It makes fun of my people, but it's really funny, though I don't care. Ah, holy shit. That's the thing, like that's literally just the guard, it's just made up of a bunch of yobbos. But that's accurate. Right, pull Cyrus back. Throw and grenade at it. Yeet. Here's the thing with it. For some reason the NIDs in this mission are just an absolute arse. Probably because the map is so dense. It's like it's a really small map. But you know, the start point's only over there. You know, it's just a really small map. As a result, I think the NIDs on this map are just fucking vicious, man. See? I always remember there being a Carnifex around here, but that might be a later level. Grabbing it. Oh, there is a Carnifex here. Fantastic. There we go. Then we to victory through all of that shit. Activate the Iron Halo. Oh, hang on. Zone throw. Kill it. And that's killed a lot of shit, including the fact that Carnifex has now gotten a bit aggy, so I'm a big fan of.
Tearing it down.
Now get back in. Now we go for the shrine. Alien beams.
Look alive.
Make them supper. I can no longer hear it as anything else. For fuck's sake, right. I keep doing that. Right, let's get into position because this Carnifex is going to be fun to deal with. Gotta go like this.
Field generators are deploying now, Commander.
Right, first, let's piss it off.
Additional generators will not be available
Yeah.
until your next deployment.
And it just kind of went away. Right, it's got the claws as well. That's it, yes. No, this way. This way. Come at me. Over here. Over here. Over here. And kind of try to bait it in this direction. Cool. Wait, I hit him with it. Easy. Hey, better planning. Romano. Guardsman's new groove. I think I've seen that one. How's that, Justin? He's just killing the buggies. No, get back. And that's a barbed stick strangler over there.
With me, brothers, advance.
Wait till Cyrus gets back. Luckily, the ridge isn't. He's slapping up the claws and shit. I think something like this thing from Iron Harvest. Yeah, it does. Nah, it's just a Carnifex. Which is the Tyranid answer to heavy armor. Okay, now we've got to get down here and clear out this point, so that we can then actually do the boss fight. Yay, residual level. Easy. Because I could go up against this guy now, but it's the kind of fight where you're going to have to press the retreat button a lot. So having the closest callback point is just the call to go with. And the zone throw, bop. That deals with a lot of the problem. Try and push in real close. Have Avitus target that fucking hive node because it's a bastard. Needs a chaos, right? No, extra galactic threat. No, just an unthinking horde that does nothing but turn planets into more of itself. Which is capable of evolving at It's capable of evolving new answers to any weapon it fights in real time. You know. Yeah, they're just an ultra-adaptive fucking hive organism, which functions like one big brain. So not Chaos Vaxus. No. No. In fact, I don't. Chaos don't make an appearance in this game.
There is the beast. Destroy it.
At your command.
Shoot it. Yeah, that's why it likes to do that shit a lot.
Ready for battle.
Around, quickly deploy, drag him off. Deploy all of the guns.
Devastator's tied in melee. Under attack.
Right, now that we've aggroed that group, we need to back off. The tarantula turrets do pretty pitiful damage, but 3 of them together actually A, holds out for long enough for it to be worth something, and B, does do an okay amount of damage. As you can see, it is chipping away at him, but they won't last too much longer. Right, kill the warrior first, because the Nids work like one big brain. They have larger creatures that act as synapse links to the smaller creatures. So if you kill the big creature, you limit the swarm's ability to command the smaller ones, if only for a short time before they inevitably find a new synapse creature to fill the gap. I'm going to send Tarkus back now. He's going to take ages to replenish. No, don't go close to the fucking spore mines, you madman. Back. You can see those trencher turrets are still going. They'll go down soon enough, but you know, they bought us a good deal of time. Walk avatars forward and the force commander back. Yay.
Concentrate fire.
Shoot at it. Look alive. Kick him. Yep. Yeah, the bioplasma is pretty mean. Let's get him. Get his ass. The main way to beat this boss is to spam Cyrus's ability. Put him back. Back. Ah, for fuck's sake. Easy.
Well done, Commander.
Woo. Introduction to 40k is itself a meme. Start reading the lore. Notice the scroll bar hasn't moved in 2 hours.
Our librarians have also consulted the more complete records aboard the Litany.
Honestly, can't be as deep as the divergence of darkness. Well, this is the thing, right? 40k lore, it's in certain areas it's particularly complex, but none of it is particularly complex. There's just a lot of it. I mean, there's huge amounts of canon 40k lore. Warhammer in general is just immense, the sort of shit you can do.
Simple and terrible agenda, Commander.
Yeah, honestly, like that's the beauty of 40k. You can, and it's why I think 40k is a fun universe. Just obviously outside of the subject matter in that. 40k is a universe in which it's kind of up to you how into it you get. If you want to get super up its ass, there is more than enough ability to do that. There's the hobby, there's the games, there's the books, there's the lore itself. There's so much you can consume, it's near endless. And if you just enjoy one part of it, then there's enough of that one part for you to continue enjoying it. Like if you love painting the models, I know so many people who only paint the models and don't do anything else. Like they don't play the tabletop, they don't play any of the games, they haven't read any of the books. They just enjoy painting the models. Conversely, I know tons of people who only ever play 40k games. I mean, green techs are probably the funniest part. Green techs are always funny, because green techs are like the definition of fucking shit posting. Know what I mean?
Each of these tasks pits your handful against untold.
It's just given me 3 objectives,
but failure means the utter
and I'm going to go for the last one first. So before I know where to hit it or what to hit it with, I'm going to get the machinery required to make the thing to hit it with. Why? Terminator armor. That's why. Because Terminator armor is you've just won the game, flat out. Like even on Primarch difficulty. As soon as you get Terminator armor, this game's a fucking joke.
Commander, we need to take direct control of Angel
Okay,
Forge. I'm authorizing you to travel to
Flamer.
Meridian.
No,
The
actually,
planetary
Flamers aren't
governor
great
has been
until
less
later
than
level.
cooperative thus far, so be prepared for bureaucratic
Yeah, Armor of Victory's pretty good for
Angelos out.
Tarkus. Penalty, it's... Yeah, that's good, and then that's only for Avatar, so we can scrap it. Stock missile launcher, it's a bit shit. Okay. Next, Armor of Heretics. That's also good for Thaddeus, but it's not until next level. Yeah, I would... Weapon has a setup time. No. We'll just scrap that. Cyrus has a level. We're going to keep pressing forward to that marked target. We're still keeping Thaddeus equipped for the inevitability that we're going to need him. So let's go to Meridian then and deal with that. Because once you get Terminator armor, the enemy gets to talk to the hand. No, they do. That's the best part. The giant armored fucking powered hand. There's the thing. With Terminator armor, cover becomes a joke. The enemy doesn't get it.
Meridian stands
The
at very
enemy no
heart of
longer gets
subsector
cover.
Aurelia.
Your free trial to cover has been revoked.
Billions call its cities home. Its factories and forges are keys to victory against the Tyranids.
I still love the design of Thunderhawks. Who put a giant main gun on a dropship?
Meridian to fall.
This picture right here is how Avatar should have ended. It's literally like, the Na'vi are throwing us off the planet and we don't know how we're going to survive. Right there. That's how. Like, seriously, was I the only person who was cheering for the humans in Avatar?
Welcome to Meridian Orbit. My name is Elena DeRosa.
Based.
Governor Vandis has assigned me to be your liaison.
This woman is
via your
based.
system. This is not the hinterlands of Calderis or Typhon, Commander.
The guy wearing.
A certain amount of discretion would be appreciated.
Like it's like Space Marines are all Arnold Schwarzenegger bigger. Humans all the way in Avatar, big time. Fuck the Smurfs. Yeah, fuck the Smurfs, man. Fuck them. I mean, they are subservient to a nature god who clearly has no issue murdering them if it feels it's necessary. Fuck them.
Use follows a strict schedule set by Governor Vandis and
the
years in advance.
The speech that the security. I know I'm talking over the road, so you can read the subtitles. No, you can't because I've got the fucking. Sorry, I've only just realised. I'm stupid. Give me, please. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna stick it down here.
The Imperial forces stationed on
Smurf
Meridian
cringy. Yeah.
already tied down,
Honestly, the speech that the I can't remember his name, but the Colonel gives. It's like, I will blast a hole in their genetic memory so deep they will never come within 1,000 clicks of this site, and that too is a fact. I think it's just honestly humans.
Governor Vandis believes he could arrange.
Oh, but they come in there and they're ravaging the natural landscape for mineral wealth. No, it's not like they didn't try. Diplomatic option first. They tried to help them. They tried to teach them the nature of the universe, and they weren't interested. Had to save them hundreds of thousands of years of development, and they said no, nature's good. Like, fuck you.
For the noble houses to even acknowledge a problem.
They will acknowledge it when the sky darkens with Tyranid spores and hive ships.
Accurate.
On that subject, Commander, initial scans indicate no Tyranid activity whatsoever on Meridian.
No activity at all.
Yeah, this must haven't tried McDonald's. Exactly! D.A. Justin gets it.
No atmospheric changes.
None that we can detect.
Check your sensors again, Martellus. Hive fleets do not ignore worlds in their paths.
Unless those worlds are icky and gross.
Commander.
Yes, the fire prison. Yeah, the fire prison's relatively easy. You just jump it. I mean, Avatus has a rocket launcher, and we have the melter bombs now. So if we just jump it at the right angle, we can deal with it. It wouldn't be so resistant if they did. Exactly. Just saying. Fast food, the internet, and guns. All good reasons to join humanity and civilization. Like, imagine serving a nature god that doesn't care whether or not you're alive or dead. Pretty cringe, if you ask me. Hey, you can't see the map anymore, though. Hang on. Overlay. No, not that one. Fuck's sake. Overlay. Thank you. Right, that shouldn't be in the way of anything, really. Hey.
Hostile movement up ahead.
Target in sight.
Yeah, this shit. Where's the signal? Oh, I accidentally pressed the X button.
Without
Pop him. There we go.
kill initiate, but you have not yet earned your place.
Fuck you, Dad. You like Space Marines because you like big, strong men in power armor. Oh, I like Space Marines because they're irredeemably xenophobic. We are not the same. I wouldn't say irredeemably, more religiously xenophobic. They're probably more appropriate. Habitus down just a touch. Get Tarkus back quickly. Right, most of that's been dealt with, so we're going to back up. We worship you, O Great One. I don't care. The Nature God is just base, though. It's just that. But why would Awa kill what are clearly sentient and like intelligent creatures just because the population of the cows got a little too low? Listen, man, xenophobia exists for a reason, and that reason is because it is correct. Let's all come together and celebrate the one thing that unites us all: xenophobia. Back. What the fuck? Why did he stop running away? Fuck, I can't wait to get the Terminator armor. Why does xenophilia exist? Because aliens have tentacles, and tentacles can do many things. Oh, he's just sat there for no reason.
A good kill initiate, but you have not yet earned your place.
At your command.
Let's be xenophobic. Really in this year. Find an ugly, slimy alien to fear. There's no pretty story about it coming home. Learn to love our neighbor like the Christians learned in Rome. We ought to hate them. They're different, you see. We know they're green and ugly from movies and TV. The folks who want to know have those got to be. Gospel truth is seen in children, alien and thief. Yeah, this initial staircase is always a bitch. I want a Space Marine chapter that's basically the immigration police in 40k. They told us we would fight aliens, we heard illegal aliens and signed up. It's just the ICE, but it's Space Marines. They've all got shades on. They've all got shades and AR-15s. Killed this. Get Cyrus back. Didn't mean to push the whole lot back, but we achieved what we needed to. There we go.
Scout squad
Right,
ready for orders.
What would even the colours do? I mean, here's the thing, like, because you could say, oh, they're just Dolby white, right? But no, because we already got the white scars, and they're technically Mongolian, so that doesn't quite work, unfortunately. Cyrus didn't lose anyone, so we'll just put him off for just a minute. Fuck's sake. Fucking Rangers. We just have a Space Marine chapter that's just the alphabet boys. You ever run over the ICE and Inquisitor asked the thousands of dead Eldar on destroyed craft world. There's just a piece of paper nailed to the front of the craft world. It just says deportation notice. What do? We deport aliens from life. We deport them to the warp. Done. Easy. I like xenophobia because it's funny. We are not the same. See, you can't tell he plays Hoi 4. Holy shit, am I finally going to be able to get through and kill these fucking gateways? Jesus, finally. Charge it and pop the blinding grenade. And then we push in. She's just going to run off the map, so it's fine. And punch this. Kill this. Pop. Okay. So first we need to get Avitus up front because this just needs to die. Alright, pop this, and then we're going to get Cyrus out as well. For the Melter Bomb. Done. Easy. Force Commander out to capture that real quick. Easy.
Next target.
Now we... fuck's sake.
Target eliminated.
Let me just loot all of this. Okay, we're up full on everything. Right, now we just wait.
Moving to capture.
Anyway, it's now time to go through our weekly reading of this weekly setting of Mein Kampf. Fuck off. Build barely worthy spaceships without Galliffields, fill them with Xeno POWs and sling them into the wall, preferably install a few webcams inside beforehand. It's literally all they do. Yeah, so they're originally from a feudal world with its own language, but in its language the warp translates to Mexico. Is a scary thought. A traitor marine of Chaos Undivided who worships both Nurgle and Slaanesh hits you with a power fist. What kills you first, the impact of the germs or whatever the fist entered? It'll be the impact of the germs. That's the scary thing. What does serving Slaanesh and Nurgle get you? Endurance. And now that he's trying to head away from the Force Commander, Bop, job's a good one. I love squishing Eldar. It brings a certain joy to me. And they're going to teleport the moment we get close. This guy can immediately fuck off. And we start advancing towards these guys. I mean, if they're just not going to teleport, then I'm just going to blind them. Fucking Rangers are pissing me off. Just take the jab, Typhon, I presume. Well, that's just the ad. It's just ad Kashem. Well, yeah, exactly, right. Because if Slaanesh is the Ash Ketchum of STDs, then you know Nurgle is the Pokemon Corporation. Because it's just a game of Nurgle inventing new STDs so Slaanesh can catch them. I think it just is the STD. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, STDs. I mean, is that a Slaanesh job or is that a Nurgle job? Because it could be either. Because you know, Slaanesh was all about pain and pleasure in the same breath, right? So something that hurts while screwing is absolutely something that Slaanesh would do. Could be a Koalab effort? I mean, possibly, yeah. The Chaos job? Yeah, you're not wrong. Right, we're going to head up and just take this point. Because the Fire Prism is about here, I think. And we need to get the drop on him, otherwise it's going to be a fucking problem. Fire Prisms are simultaneously the easiest and the hardest tank to deal with. Because they're just entirely glass cannons. They're tanks that max the firepower stat. Alien beans. Another one. Fuck off. Increase their sensitivity at the heights that fry their brain for maximum pleasure, and then it falls off. Yeah, that sounds like something Slaanesh would do. Unthinkable pleasure, but only once.
I cannot let them hinder our cause.
Okay, here he comes. Quick. That's a good one. That's the thing, the Eldar tanks for some reason will always chase you. So you just aggro them and then let them chase you without all their support.
This way, brothers. Let them fall before us. Ready for battle.
Splat. I love the fact that Avitus just loves to direct impact people with the fucking rocket launcher. There we go. Come on, kill it. Good job. Oh my god, today, please. Finally. That's it, just kill it. Okay, so we've got the amplifier up there, the power generator. So what we need to do, we need to get Cyrus up here to plant a jet charge right there. And then we just face off the rest of the entire Eldar force here. Get back. Judgment of the Khan acquired. Yeah, I bet that's what the Blood Raven said on more than one occasion for that item. Surprised Slaanesh cultists never came up with a weapon that just fires frozen members to impaled guardsmen now. Yeah. I mean, if anything, I would, if I was Slaaneshi, right, and I was trying to make up a gun, it would just be a gun that fires little, like super fast pellets of super heroin. You know, they're like BBs, but they go so fast they can penetrate skin real easy, and then they just dissolve the moment they get to like any amount of heat. So that as you pepper your enemy with this stuff, they just start tripping absolute bollocks. I'm gonna cannon. Let's just deal with this. These D cannons are just the worst. Of all the Eldar in place weapons, these things are just ugh. You can fire full-on dildos out of that. Exactly right. With the fucking needler from Fallout, you use fire syringes. Exactly. Is that something they use? Oh, big time, yeah. As I mean, they just have like these little pellet guns that make you trip absolute bollocks. And it's laced with all the favorite chemical like toys of the Cult of Slaanesh. So you know, you start a fight with the Cult of Slaanesh, and by the end of it, it's just a massive narcotics-induced orgy. Speaking of which, I'm finally gotten back around to reading Fulgrim, as in the Horus Heresy book, and I didn't get very far, so I only just hit the point where they stumble into that cavern of the lair. Where they stumbled into the cavern of the lair, and it's just all of the lair having super ultra heroin sex around fucking Fulgrim's blade, the lair and blade. And for some reason, the book had successfully deceived me into thinking that it wouldn't contain such imagery, despite it being about, you know, the fall of the Emperor's children. Yeah, that was a fun image. Because my brain literally just went, yeah, so you ever watch those weird videos of snakes having sex and it just looks like a giant pile of violence? Yeah, it's that, but with more heroin. Khorne, stop providing my troops with the wrong kind of acid rounds in Slaanesh circa 984 M41. Oh my god, what? Again. Still shooting. Again, I love the fact that Avitus just can't help but direct impact people with the fucking rocket launcher. det pack just there. What? Yes. Hot. There we go. Oh, that was easy. I got the power generator as well. I'm just really good at this game. I totally meant to do that. Follow for more accidental pro gaming. No, dickhead. I've watched Planet Earth. It's on there. You see, anyone who's ever watched anything that contains David Attenborough has seen shit like that more than once. You know what I'm saying?
Prelate Benetio of House Toril passes on his thanks, Commander.
Big who cares? Does he win to pay me?
To the recovery of his stolen goods and the repair of the damaged array.
Yep, Judgment of the Khan. Good. Gauntlet of Blood is only usable for the Force Commander, so that can go away. That's a shotgun, icky.
The full extent of the Tyranid threat, Sergeant. We have yet to find evidence that Meridian is in any
Spare of
real
Heretics,
danger.
yeah, that's for Autarchus.
Imperium tech priests
And this next one's also good for Avitus.
Yes.
And that's good for Thaddeus.
This array is capable of
and we just hand
scans
that down.
of
We keep the
entire
Dreadnought
subsector.
plating.
This data could allow us to uncover
Autarchus, yeah, we're still rushing for those veteran squad mates. Gonna keep maxing range damage with him, and now finally, there we go, mark target. The game just got a lot easier. Let's be honest, if an Inquisitor read this chat, we'd be turned into servitors and then incinerated for good measure. Oh yeah, big time. Guardsman, why were you carrying illicit materials of the Chaos Gods, particularly she who thirsts, because she has big mommy milker fucking cat girls. Unless the Emperor can give me that. But again, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Whilst that is true, I give you the Sisters of Battle, and I also have a particular attraction to the nuns with guns. Couldn't tell you why. I just kinda do. As we all know, well, I'm gonna say it again, like, because I've described it when we were talking about VTubers earlier, and why I'm a particular fan of Samurai. It's just I seem to have a thing for spirited women, and if that's not what the Sisters of Battle are, then what are they? You'd have to, you know, exist. Yeah. I mean, for all I know, Justin, you might not exist. I mean, you're just a voice on the internet. I don't fucking know. You could just be a bot. You could be Google, you could be like Google's Deep Blue. You know, IBM did Deep Blue, didn't they? Yeah, you could just be like an AI, and I wouldn't know. Alright, let's go schwack this Wraith Lord. Which is like a Dreadnought, but cringe. Yeah, so that's mark target. So it's whenever Cyrus shoots something, it now takes additional damage from all sources. And it makes the high health single models hilariously easy to take out. Where is it? There it is. Cyrus is back there. No, back. Oh, for fuck's sake. As ever, it's just the perfect sequence of shit going off that. I fucking hate Eldar. With a fucking passion, I despise Eldar. Because that shit happens. If you convert Sisters of Battle... If a convert Sisters of Battle gets corrupt and somehow joins the Harlequins, that they become nuns with puns. That one hurt. That one fucking hurt. Made only worse that I can hear Chegaro's ominous hums in the background.
Our foe is not finished with me, nor I with them.
Like, holy shit.
How can we serve?
Well, Ricky is starting to like Eldar. Of course he does. Okay.
Repositioning.
Because, you know, because I've only ever found the people who like Eldar, like, they just don't like being the main character, because the Eldar are many things, but they are constant sideliners. I mean, it's just, if you're not comfortable being in the spotlight, you like Eldar. That just seems to be a trend. Uh-oh. Shoot that. Thank you. I suppose that's why they put that there, because they want you to go that way. But you know, and going the way that they intend for you is what bitches do. The Eldar are just twist. No, they're elves. Well, are you telling me you don't like the Dommy Mommies older than Emps whose trickery in the bedroom could make a man sell his soul out to the ruinous powers? Yep. Let's not tackle any of that, it's just not necessary. We're going this way today. Kill this. That's a Wraith Lord. That one, please. One more rocket and it's done. Missed. Like, to be fair, I always struggle with this mission. This mission is always a shit show. At least for me. Forever side character. Yeah, that's what the Eldar are.
Scout squad ready for orders.
Codex Astartes does not support this action. I'm just coming back. Right. Wipe them, Commander. No, they'll die soon enough. But I need my big armored Terminator daddies. Big Terminator daddies, that's what we need.
Engage the enemy. Beginning tactical advance.
That's it, come on. Shoot him. Stop shooting that one, you fucking idiots. There we go.
Loose formation.
We're starting to hit the power curve, but I would definitely say this is the hardest point in the game of, you know, power versus difficulty of enemies. I mean, it just gets hard. Shit. Right, I'm trying to remember what you get if you pursue each of the lines. I know if you go get the gene sample, you get Dreadnought, if I remember correctly. I can't remember what you get if you do the astronomic array, because I always do it last. Critic goes, damn, you should stop being such a bore. Have you ever heard of Hustlers University? Now, Hustlers University is just the Departmentum Unitorum, because, you know, they've somehow gotten away with undersupplying the entire Imperial military. Shoot that. You. Stock up on shit. We heal that and kill the fucking warp spiders. I'm shooting. There we go. I see, we're doing that. I've just noticed that both of them are down. Because I am what they call clever. Yeah. I always struggle with this one. I don't know why. I think the way this map is set up, it's just really fucking good for Eldar. What? Right. I've already written off the resilience medals for this one, so I'm just killing shit just to get some points back. Because after this, we start the whole Angel Gate thing, which is it's going to be fun. That is easily one of my favorite sequences in the whole game. So, you know, rough with the smooth. Notable in the local history of this isolated Tau settlement is the arrival of a space marine called Phallus Impudicus. The village leader issued a meeting celebrating his honor. Hoping he would die of excessive pleasure. It is said that he satisfied every female in the village and fully half the men. The statue now stands in his honor as a powerful social utterance of ill will bears his name. May Phallus descend upon your mate. Fucking hell. I'm gonna get back and take the emplaced guns just outside of range. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Because now they got that fucking D cannon, it's going to be an issue. Oddly enough, this is something I could see happening in 40k. Oh, big time. Ow. They sniped that. There we go. Get this back. Is there a particular reason why you're just stood there with your thumb up your ass? There's the thing with this game, I love it to bits, but the AIs are a bit quirky. Sometimes it confuses itself with the pathing, or it forgets that you just kind of forgets that you issued it in order. So, I mean, when did this game come out? It was like, oh wait, seems like it was quite a long time ago now. And yeah, I used to think the bolter sounded really cool in this game, but you know, that was before Space Marine. The Space Marine just knocked out the fucking park with bolter sound. Let's go wreck that thing's cover. Never mind, it didn't need to. No, because the Emperor actually, you know, hustled people and got away with it, whereas Andrew Tate's just a meme at this point. Slamming ham and shooting some fucking guns. But wouldn't that mean that Andrew Tate is just Angron? There it is. So all he wants to do is slam things. Now, in what context that means is purely up to how he feels in the moment. Let's use a grenade to get that out because I have more of them. Alright, we've dealt with that. The warp spiders are, yep, now dead. And we're dealing with his rangers. If you can just outgun the Eldar, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people, including the Eldar, forget. By which I mean, like, if you cast your mind back to the Battlefield Gothic playthrough, the way to beat the Eldar was just to mass up and outgun them. You know, like I say. And I retreat the Force Commando. Fucking clever. Just get everyone back at this point. Oh, I retreated the wrong person and now I'm paying for it. Whoopsie daisy. Andrew Tate is just sharing his forbidden jutsu with everyone. I like how they're jumping there, but it's knocking Tarkus over. It's the dumbest fucking thing. He's getting past now, so he should be okay. Come on, today. There we go. Oh, because these guys have been constantly knocked about, we can't actually recover. At least they got back. There we go, let's go. Right, let's try this again. Fortunately, I think we aggroed some of the guys from up top. And then that pushes them all over. Then we can just advance with Tarkus and kill it all. Okay, quickly, no. Oh, for fuck's sake, I didn't turn the Iron Halo on time. Christ, I fucking hate this mission. I think it's because like they're like properly good Eldar units, and you just don't. At least I don't have the kit to deal with it right now. Just use a grenade. Holy shit! Deal with it. Alright, with Tarkus still at a full squad, we can deal with this. Because I think we attracted most of the Ponzi Elven and killed it, so we can just push on. Emperor cannot eat cheese without getting the runs. He was born in 8,000 BC, and we only evolved the ability to digest milk in 6,000, meaning Emps can't eat pizza at will.
Tarkus reposition. Understood. Going
Brilliant.
now. Hostile forces spotted. Take that in place.
So next plan is
Reposition.
walk Tarkus up to them and yeet the grenade. Oh, that's just not fair. Once again, I pressed the wrong fucking button and now we're screwed. So now I gotta go all the way back. Holy shit. Is it following us? It stopped at Cyrus. Okay, that's good. I mean, with Avitus I can deal with that. It's just wasn't expecting the grenade to aggro the fucking tank, but okay. Righty. Evolve lactose in 10,000 BC. That just means the Emperor is lactose intolerant. Then you know, the Emperor subsists off of his, you know, fourth dimensional warp fuckery. Holy shit. We're only level 10, which means the power curve starts coming in our favour after this mission, but I hate this mission. With a fucking vengeance, I hate this mission. Oh, excuse me. Right. Fourth dimensional warp fucker, you mean Capri's son?
Chapter and Emperor.
Because how does it taste so good, yet it lasts exactly like 5 seconds? That was... Now we get Avitus to use a rocket and the newly revived Cyrus.
Cyrus here, under fire.
Finally, Jesus Christ. Yeah! Now we actually get to, you know, retake the shrine. After fucking 5 minutes of trying. I mean, I don't know why. I think this mission is just the exact highest point in the power curve where the enemies are getting stronger, but you're still quite weak. But it don't matter. We're at the final part of the mission now. No, in a couple of missions we get the Terminator armor, at which point the game is just on easy mode. Because the amount of fucking firepower those Terminators can put out is just silly. I enjoy our posting Grimdark. Okay, I'll look after this mission. Kill that. Thank you.
Eldar down.
Fuck me, it's more of it. I have got 2 Rosarii, so can deal. There we go. So after that shit, oh god. I am officially done with the Eldar's bullshit. Especially when concerning in-place guns. Right, let's kill the old man. Well, I suppose the Wraith Lords are literally just a collection of Eldar old people. Kill bloody warlocks, please. You icky shotgun. Out the fucking way, you mongoloid, Jesus.
Enemy has us in close combat.
Never mind then. We lost fucking everyone. Yeah, as me, it's a Wraith Lord surrounded by warlocks. It's just no fun. And it's fine. It's relatively easy to deal with once you get in there. It's just the warlocks make life difficult because you have to enter through a very narrow choke, and their push just kills fucking everything. And you know the Wraith Lord's fairly strong, so you got to watch out for that. Luckily, the losses were pretty evenly distributed, so we're only there for two reinforcers. There we go. Mongoloid, yes, Mongoloid is a very common insult. It's very common for me. Primarily because I was corrupted in my youth by Mr. Garrison. The Genghis Khan was a Mongol. Not to be confused with a Mongoloid like the actor Nicolas Cage.
Tactical Marines awaiting
orders. See, this is the thing. Of all the things in 40k, I think Justin would be. He'd most probably be a White Scar.
Enemy located.
Because he can't hear even the term Mongol without some deep buried hidden genetics activating. I shot the Wraith Lord. I'm mad.
Cannot slip away. Heading up. Formation, brother. Go. Line up in hand-to-hand combat.
Kill that. Thank you. Now that he's down, I'm just going to advance. then just shoot that. That's the only other thing I wanted to do.
This was neither the time nor the place. Avoid its blade.
Just gonna quickly advance up on that. Got the Guardians and then head out myself.
Next target, brothers.
Hear that? You just pulled out your ass? No, I've been calling people Mongoloids for years because it's really funny.
This is
At least to me. You know, calling people Mongoloids and then watching them get confused because they don't know what that is a next level. So you've done No, Justin. Holy shit, you must have amnesia of something strong because you do that every fucking time the topic comes up. Oh god, what, Mongoloid?
tactical squad repositioning.
I would say that was a good bout. We got about half the damage in.
Moving to cover.
Yeah, we need to get the Force Commander up. There is an argument for moving the med kit off the Force Commander. Because if you think about it, he's often he's the one most in danger. So just take the med kit off of him because he goes down the most frequently. I selected avatars. I mean, we could just take the high road and just kill it without avatars. Without the Force Commander, rather. That way. Avatars, for the love of God, why are you not shooting? Okay, like, he's running away now, just pop him. What? Jobs are good. Piece of shit. Traded for Mongol when I played over here since it's used as an insult. I see. More went crazy being an insult to Mongols. Really? Oh, I don't remember that. As I just say Mongoloid because I've been corrupted by South Park. I fucking hate that mission. Oh, I don't want to look at it. That was terrible.
Commander, Cyrus was correct.
Icky. No, I don't want any shotguns. They're terrible.
Battles against the Eldar on Meridian. They somehow managed to interfere with our scans.
Minus 52 armor rating. Bye.
And I fear there is far more evidence of Tyranid infestation on Meridian than I believe.
Level 11.
What's more,
Iron Halo is pretty good, so we'll keep it.
Fleet is accelerating toward the capital world. I have transferred protocols for counteracting the Eldar sensor
and they're all so close. If I donate one thing,
Commander,
it's going to be like 2 levels.
The skies, I mean, this alien swarm is filling the skies over Meridian.
No.
Now she wakes to the threat.
I apologize for my rudeness
health and knockback
earlier,
resist.
Sergeant Abatus, was it?
I'll sack it.
The Eldar sabotage campaign has crippled our
Nice.
defenses.
And that's now Laraman's Blessing, and we're only a couple of levels away from veteran
Governor Vandis in all this?
veteran
Governor
squadmates.
Vandis and the Privy Council have withdrawn to
I prefer Amoeba or Imbecile. Also good.
My failure to heed your warnings has already cost hundreds of thousands of lives in the Had Spires. Commander,
80 health and 2% sight
help
range.
us
That
keep
80 health
Meridian
is
from
nice.
falling.
The armor range. The armor. Does it? For the Emperor. Yes, brother. Oh yes, defend the Foundry. That one's fun. Alright, because we gotta go get Idranel the first time. Emperor protects. Fact. Yeah, because we gotta go get Idranel the first time. Then we start the whole Angel Force crap. But looks like we got some Tyranid training to do first. But this should actually beef us up because the Idranel fights are not easy. Actually, this fight is quite hard because they come at you quite quickly, and they're not nice about it.
We will no longer have access to the Foundry, regardless of its
Let's
state.
quickly deploy all of the tarantula guns.
Say it, be vigilant.
Okay, they're coming up this way first.
Weapons ready.
Emperor branding condoms because the Emperor protects. Where's my thing going? Oh shit, sorry, I forgot to look at Grim Dawn Nest. That's fine, defense missions don't take too long. Remember to snipe the synapse creatures. Sort of reel the force commander in. And try to stick to cover as much as you can, because they're all fighting up there and they'll be back. People at work are wondering why I have a massive pin that says the Emperor protects on my backpack. Stupid heretics. But they do not understand. You know, one day they may be enlightened. But until then, understand that they live in ignorance because the Emperor wills it so. Episaurus is going to purge me? I hope so. We are going to purge you, vile heretic. Yes, mommy. Would be my reaction. There we go. That's that first wave dealt with. Okay, they're coming back up from this way again.
Adjust your positions.
Put them there. Others can go there, and then quickly get the force commander up. Healing, so we can get the tactical squad back to where they should be, which is in heavy cover. And split back the targets off. As he dons the full Inquisitor armor. Well, we're close to a proper... We're close to doing this properly. Yeah, get the synapse creature. There we go. Everyone backs off. Yeah, I was gonna say where's Tarkus, but yeah, we got him. There's plenty of special ammunition still around, so we can deal with this, and I believe this is the second wave? There we are. Easy. Quickly collect our supply and then get on. What happened last time where we got mass enlightened?
Space Marines.
Clocks open.
I think Inquisitors wear something more akin to a suit. Kinda. It depends on which office you're on about. Some of them wear what is more closely described as power armor. But it depends on who, why, and what. And then we just splat the melee ones who are jumping over the top. Kill the synapse creature. And then as the ranged ones start turning on each other. Easy, I got full Terminator armor. I like it shiny. That's the reason to go with Terminator armor. It was weird because I literally just passed the which you could call the Horus Heresy and Enlightened Heretic. There it is. I was wondering when someone would pull that out. I've got to victory all of these bitches. Come on the field. Shit, they got behind it. Snipe this asshole. I should turn them around to kill those cunts. There we go, got the good one. And now we just deal with the remainder of this wave. What? Easy! And that's that wave dealt with. And final assault. Where are we defending from? South again. Cool. Fortunately, we don't really have much good cover from this angle. Start laying some mines. That should interrupt the wave somewhat. And kill that.
Tearing it down.
There's more mines.
Target destroyed.
Got the Zoan's probe. Sound of a bolter being loaded. What? And oh, that was the boss, huh? Easy. Well, I love defense missions. You can rack up a lot of points very quickly with them. Bang in, killed everything, did it quickly, and nobody died. Told you after that Wraith Lord mission, we would do what the Emperor calls pogging. Oh, what? Really? Huh. I guess you gotta push out more for a defense if you want that. Bang, 2 additional deployments. Your boy. So this is the part in the game where we really start hitting the power curve.
Using a foundry would have been a Investigating larger supply lines.
No.
Chapter records make reference to some sort of synapse link among the Tyranids.
I'm going to keep beefing the commander's health.
The entire hive fleet is
That's
connected through some sort of psychic
Cyrus
network.
fully ranged out.
The larger beasts act as relays of a sort.
Easy.
So long as they are nearby, the countless
I'll
gods
crucify
and
you
other
facing
beasts all
Terra
have
so
a
that you might see
unified
the
purpose.
Imperium die.
Without this link, the lesser creatures
That's
would
quite the
enter a
reference, my
more
man.
bestial state.
We can use this to our advantage.
Yes.
Oh, I've just
Killing
imagined
one of these
like
synapse creatures can cause
this makes
backlash among
Abaddon way
surrounding
cooler than he should be,
Tyranids.
but I've just imagined
Problem is that there is always
Abaddon
another
as like
synapse
the
creature ready to fill the gap.
can't remember his
But
exact
killing a
name,
synapse
but the
creature does buy us time.
the legate from New Vegas. I can't remember his fucking name. The big guy with the super deep voice. That guy. The Legion are cringe, but they're also based with their quotes. Oh, big time. Degenerates like you belong on a cross. What was I doing? Ah, yes. We take a break from our normal ultra-violent video game of shooting things to bring you some shitposting. What have we got? Sororitas Canoness, to punish you for your heresy, you will be sent to battle almost completely naked whilst being whipped by your sisters. The Slaneshi demon possessing the sister Repenter. That's a definite keck right there. Oh, beautiful. Nope, come on.